The good traits. We haven't been recording this whole time?
No.
Damn.
I would have told y'all.
We should have been recording this whole time.
Yeah, that's why I started.
He's a newbie. He's a noob.
This is why we need Lauren.
This is why we need Lauren.
My God.
And this is why we need y'all to like the video and comment down below your wild LOIs at the end of the video.
Yes. But regardless, I was breaking down, you know, how I've been staying informed. I've been watching news 10 hours late.
Yeah.
You know, I watched the nightly recap on YouTube at 6 a.m. the next morning.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Lester Holt is a nigga that's been holding it down for me.
How long has he been? Wait, that's a young ass pic. Wait, is that him?
Lester Holt.
How long has he been on this news station?
Decades. Lester Holt has been making me feel smarter than I should feel.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
But as a black
Because,
man,
like,
though, as a black man,
not even as a black man, just as an American citizen, because you got to understand, most people getting information on TikTok.
for sure.
Like news, updates, headlines.
And
it's coming from Instagrams. It's in little small bites. It's real chewable.
And from people that work at like Triangle Rock Climbing Club. It's not like,
you know what I mean?
People that's going to college for journalism.
The homie shouldn't be your on-site reporter.
Yeah, not all the time.
Them niggas don't have passports. They ain't never been nowhere.
Not all the time.
Yeah, no.
But that last picture that you shown, has he gone through every like ethnicity? He also gives me that vibe of Joe Pera.
Joe Pera?
I feel that.
That pasty white dude, that gimmick he does.
Nah, he's a lot cooler than Joe Pera.
He at least look like him.
Does he show it in his clips? Or on his
Go to
video?
YouTube.
Yeah, let's look up Lester.
And just look up Lester Holt.
Yo, type in
Lester Holt is Morgan Freeman's favorite narrator.
Type in Lester Holt highlights. Because, you know, he about to retire, so, you know, we're not trying to see no regular degular. We trying to see,
and you know
what I mean?
He's about to retire, so you know what that means.
Yeah.
There's a space opening up. Like for niggas like us,
yeah,
it's a couple jobs that like
you already didn't get it.
It's a maybe not, but it's a couple jobs that just like as soon as that nigga decide to stop doing it, like whoever doing the Taco Bell voiceovers, the Allstate commercials, Lester Holt on MSNBC, or is it NBC? I be getting them shit.
MSNBC?
I think it's NBC News, right?
I'm pretty sure it's MSNBC.
No, those are two different platforms, but I'm talking about the one Lester's on.
Oh.
Is it not MSNBC?
I think it's NBC.
But
regardless, though, go to some of his.
Why didn't you name the State Farm dude?
NBC.
You don't respect the State Farm nigga?
He don't got a deep voice.
Oh, you just talking about niggas with
characteristics
you know what I mean? That you could apply for.
Like you remember back in the day working at McDonald's in the drive-thru, motherfuckers would come up and be like, "You should be on the radio with that voice.
You are wasting your time here.
Why aren't you reading audiobooks?" I can't read.
Nah. And it's crazy. One time I told you this that white lady, she came up to me. She was like, "Yeah, I'm a voice coach. We gotta tap back in with her."
Yeah.
Because we ended up whatever.
Yeah.
But she does shit at good
One
nights.
time this white dude came up to me, niggas was working at Sheets. He was like, "You should be rapping with that voice." So I didn't really know how to take it.
Yeah.
Like upon reflection, I was like, I remembered another time where a black dude, 40, 50 years old, he came in, ordered some Phillies. He was like, "Nigga, you should be fucking rapping with that voice. What you doing, nigga? You pop smoke."
Yeah.
I was like, damn, he said the same thing. So is it racist that the white dude had the same observation?
Yeah, it is. It's disrespectful.
Or is it racist how he told it to me?
Nah, so I got that same, I break it down like this, right? Because I remember a white dude saying like, I remind him of Nick Cannon or somebody like that. And I was like, I took that as—
What year?
This was a while ago.
But what year? Because that matters what incarnation of Nick Cannon.
Maybe.
Because that could be an insult or a diss.
I took it as a diss overall, you know what I mean? Because it's like, first of all, Nick Cannon isn't that— I'm pretty sure in real life Nick Cannon is that guy. But what Nick Cannon is to like even us, he's cool, but he ain't that nigga. And so, and I remember
the jury's still out on it. It's one of the things to where it's like Nick Cannon's a legend. Because wilding out, like you can't ignore that IP, nigga.
Yeah.
Like that's a legendary platform that he spearheaded. He's the face of that. But also, it's just some shenanigans that happen outside of things, like Mariah Carey.
Yeah,
it's a couple things. Do you think he means that you look like Nick Cannon?
Nah, I thought that. But I didn't.
Do you?
I looked in the mirror. I was like, nah. Like me and Nick Cannon don't even liking each other like that.
Like when niggas say Wiz Khalifa, you can be like, all right.
I can be like, okay,
fuck it.
Fuck. I'll settle with that.
Tall, simple face.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll agree just so I can like think about what I want to come back with. You know what that nigga look like.
You probably got to join your hands
because everybody,
you can't even really deny that.
Hey, everybody look like somebody. Unfortunately, you know what I mean? Hopefully, I get to the point where a nigga be like, "Yo, you look like Jay Noblez," and the nigga be like, "Yeah, hey man, I
think Lauren looks more like Nick Cannon than anybody.
Yeah.
Not
but click on the picture with Mariah. Yep, that one.
This is you?
That's Lauren.
That's Lauren.
Oh, yeah, no, this is Lauren.
Yeah.
For those of you who are listening in the morning, shout to y'all, by the way. It's Lauren with a short haircut and...
I guess shout out to making financial decisions through marriage.
Yeah,
we got to get back to Lester Holt.
Yeah, we have to.
You know what I mean? Because Lester Holt's such a legend that we started talking about somebody who's, got questionable status.
Yeah, got questionable status.
In the game.
And who's a legend in his own right, but not a legend in terms of like educating American people, like you said. You know what I mean? You feel like...
Why would you put that expectation on Nick Cannon?
Well, it's just different levels.
It's fucked up.
I mean, it's different levels of game.
Uh-huh.
You know? It's different levels of...
You don't think that you learned anything watching Nick Cannon on Wildin' Out? He had to do a little game where he had to freestyle Mac on the bitch.
Love.
There's something that gets the child's brain working like, yeah, I got to get crafty when I'm talking to a woman. I can't just hit it. F Mac, you know.
I do know.
You can't just hit it with no simple thing. That's thanks to Wildin' Out.
Wildin' Out does help.
Wildin' Out Nick Cannon, he got joked on for a lot of obvious
with the show,
a lot of obvious shit. But Love Don't Cost a Thing taught me a lot too.
Exactly.
Love Don't Cost a Thing taught me a lot. It was like, wow, like you just have to do something for a bitch and she'll give you something, you know?
It teaches you about business.
Yeah.
Because love Don't Cost a Thing is about leverage.
It's about value.
It's about value and it's about leverage.
Yes.
She fucked her car up.
Yep.
He had the means to get her car back fixed.
Exactly.
He needed a little thing on the side.
Yeah.
Just to get him some more things on the side.
Yo, whoever is into psychology and has watched Love Don't Cost a Thing, what is that called? Where like I guess, was she, because she wasn't the victim the whole time. Like there was a certain point where she started liking him and she became the victim.
No, she would, at the end. And that's because he also became an asshole. But the thing is, she was playing him at first.
Exactly.
Because she was like, all right, I'll be caught in public with you. You a bum, don't touch me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, first of all, you got to get a haircut before this even happens.
Yeah.
Before I put ink on this contract, man, you got to change your clothing.
Yeah.
You got to talk to your dad.
Yeah.
Learn how to use a condom, all that shit.
Where's your Sean John?
Yeah,
at
you
that
don't
time?
got no fucking Sean Johns.
Yeah.
Ain't no Air Force Ones.
Yeah.
So he had to get all of that right, and then she popped out with him and caught feelings for the nigga. But, he caught feelings for the game.
Yeah. Yes. God damn it, I love the game. But not for real though, like that's some real shit. Like he at a certain point, and it's beautiful because he realized, yo, it's bigger than this bitch. Like it's so much bigger than this whole time I've been playing myself trying to like get this one girl, but it turns out that she's actually been holding me back.
He thought that asset would take him to the moon, and he didn't realize that having that asset leads to other investment opportunities.
He got rug pulled. Nick Cannon got rug pulled.
He got rug pulled.
No, Nick Cannon got rug pulled because he was like, yo, what the fuck? This investment ain't what the fuck?
Nah, she got rug pulled, dog, because she went into it thinking that this nigga has nothing to lose. You know what I mean? So in a sense, she had everything on him. In her eyes, she was thinking, I'm coming out on top. He's going to get a little bit of clout from this shit.
Yeah.
And then he's going to fizzle out because he's nothing without me. And she realized that for some reason she secretly likes nerds. But you know what's fucked up? It's like the whole movie, what the message about the movie was to be yourself.
Yeah.
But she didn't even like him until he stopped being himself.
Exactly.
And then when he went back to being himself, she was still in love for some reason. Like, we need a sequel.
Yeah.
There's no way that shit...
They got divorced. She started fucking his homie.
No way that shit pans out. Yeah. She probably went on to another franchise and started fucking Esquire.
Yeah.
Fucking 18 years. Hey, yo. She was like, fuck this shit, nigga.
Oh, shit. Nah, for real, though. Nah.
Nigga.
Because that's the type of woman that he was dealing with, and hopefully, you know, after the credit scene, the post-credit scene that didn't get revealed, he ended up leaving the bitch. But let's go to Lester Holt.
She fucking Steve Harvey.
Yeah, goddamn. Go to fuck his father. Hey, that's the thing. Shout out to Diddy.
It happens.
For the wrong reasons.
Tonight at the president's first cabinet meeting, it was all about Mr. Trump and Elon Musk, the tech billionaire defending Doge's efforts to slash billions in spending, but noting mistakes too. It comes as a government memo is telling agencies to prepare for mass layoffs after President Trump suggested the U.S. could redevelop Gaza into a Riviera. The controversial AI video he posted showing him dancing at a building with a sign for Trump Gaza. The measles outbreak turns deadly. An unvaccinated child is the first known death should people get booster shots. And what Health Secretary RFK Jr. is saying. The twist in the Adnan Syed case. Convicted, freed.
See, this is what I'm talking about.
Okay,
this is shit I be learning.
Whoa, my God.
You want to know about you want to know about measles?
This is what you be learning?
You want to know about measles?
Yo, this nigga going through a psyop right now. He don't even know.
Mac, would you like to learn about measles?
What's up with measles?
Yo, it's fucked up, dog.
Damn.
What are measles?
Niggas got measles, son.
What are measles?
It's a virus.
Yeah, but is it the cousin? Is it the cousin of chickenpox?
Nah, but it's like it's one of them old timey diseases. Like the fact that it's back is kind of surprising because this is one of them sicknesses that niggas used to cure with like castor oil. You know what I mean? Like they put some on your palm and then they rub it on your third eye, like right above the eyebrow.
Yeah,
and then you would just cough up mucus and be all right.
Oh my goodness!
But look,
looks like chickenpox.
Yeah, it's one of them. It's one of them like infectious skin outbreaks.
Well, obviously, nigga. But what? Why are you telling me what I'm seeing? Yo, click on the pictograph. Click on the pictograph.
This one?
Nah, yeah.
Click on that. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Zoom in on that.
This is probably the best for everybody.
Also, these are some of the symptoms, right? Yeah.
So the mitochondria in
what I tell you was a virus, right?
It has large protein, what's that? Phosphoprotein.
Why are you reading that?
Yeah.
Read the symptoms. This is what really matters.
Okay.
This is how you know you have it.
Red blotchy rash first appears on the forehead. Mm-hmm. So, and by the way, for those of you listening in the morning, thank you, appreciate you. Click on the YouTube video and like the video. But this guy is white. Kid, and I haven't seen
child, which is another thing I believe about the measles is that like with children, it could be really vicious. Look, all the images are of kids.
We got one.
That's AI. That's not true. That's not true.
Nah, look at his face.
That's not AI.
That's real.
That's real measles, pimp.
That's not me. That's regular black pigmentation. Go back to the white pictograph.
That's what measles looks like on a black baby.
Credit from the CDC. This is for real.
You know, we don't get it.
The same CDC that was controlling the virus.
That was controlling
the virus. Come on, man.
Isn't RFK Jr. involved with this now?
Well, now he is. He
dropped it. But yeah, measles is a dangerous virus for children.
Why is it spreading? It wasn't spreading when immigrants wasn't here.
I think there's something about vaccination fatigue. I think a lot of like parents weren't worried about this shit. Cause were you vaccinated for measles? Does anybody in this room have a measles vaccination?
My mom probably said yes to it just for like the fuck of it.
My mom was on that shit early. She was like, nah, we ain't doing. Like maybe flu one time, and then other than that, like we ain't doing no measles, no chickenpox, no monkeypox, no Ebola, no none of that.
Yeah.
she ain't trust the jab, and she's in the medical industry, so you know what I mean. She's got that insider information. Yo, speaking of the medical industry,
that's hilarious.
I haven't watched it yet, but I watched like the first 4 minutes because Adult Swim dropped the first episode on YouTube.
I thought you better say House.
Nah, Adult Swim dropped the episode on YouTube. It's this show. Damn. What is it called? Go to Adult Swim YouTube page.
I don't want to say like the obvious, like it's like a white dude with a big head.
Yeah, well, that's a lot of
common sense. Common side
effects.
Click on the
Click on this.
I've seen the first episode.
You watched it?
I've watched it.
That's why you acting like you ain't know what I was talking about.
Because I wanted to make sure.
Yeah, but no, is it good?
I'm gonna be honest. It was on the TV. I blacked out for certain parts, but the animation was cool.
That was your common side effects.
The animation was cool.
That spliff.
I mean, yeah, but don't judge me. But I do want to say,
it's interesting, right? Because it's about big pharma. You know, some conspiracy theory.
What's that fucking show that's on Netflix, and it's about like the Illuminati and shit.
The cartoon.
Yeah, that cartoon show.
The one about the girl. And she's the head of the FBI,
the granddad
Illuminati thingy. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. What is it called?
I forgot that show.
Inside Job.
Inside Job. But the granddad, he reminded me, like every time I looked up, I was like, yo, that's kind of what's going on here. Like he has that, like, yo, the government is fucked up. Yeah. I'm trying to tell the people, but nobody believe me. And with the whole like,
watch all these shows. They're pretty good.
Watch all these shows.
Inside Job.
And with the Pineapple Express take they're going with, like, we have this magical fucking, we have this magical thing that can fix everything.
Exactly.
And it's like, we have to stop it. We got to put it into it.
So that's the premise of the show. It's like, it's this dude, he found this, I don't know how he got it, but like, it's this magical mushroom.
Made it.
It's this magical mushroom that cures damn near everything.
It cures everything.
The common side effect is health, peace, love, and prosperity.
Yes. And just like in the scene of the Pineapple Express, like, Sergeant, what the fuck is going on? Like, this guy's tripping. Yeah. And he's just in the room like, man, like, I love this shit, man. I love life. Where I want to marry somebody.
What should we call this?
It's sticky, but I don't know.
I feel icky as well.
And like, that's just a take. If you haven't seen it, like you said, I don't know how many episodes. I only remember seeing like one and maybe like some snippets, because that's what Adult Swim is weird like that. They'll just drop 2 minutes and 50 seconds of like clips just the episode.
No, they dropped the full episode on YouTube.
It's just one though, right?
Yeah, because you know, with the pilot, you got to get as much attention on that as possible.
Yeah.
Especially in this new age, niggas ain't just staying up late at 9:30 to watch Adult Swim no more, nigga. So I'm watching reruns and shit on HBO Max.
Yeah, have to.
I'll be real, I only made it 25 minutes in.
You watched this too?
Yeah, I watched the first episode.
Why was everybody acting like they...
Because you had to remember, and it's one of those. Like,
so it wasn't good.
No,
because
it's not.
The thing is, I
good.
watched the first 4 minutes, and I was like, okay, I see what they're doing, but I didn't have time to really finish it. Then I went to the comments, and everybody was hyped. So I was like, okay, people is seeming like it's commercially acclaimed so far, so I'm a invest in it.
Well, and that's the thing.
But y'all both watched it, and it was kind of
the
iffy.
trailer made it seem like it was gonna be really good. I got really hyped behind it, honestly.
That's why I'm hyped over those first 4 minutes. And that's damn near a trailer.
That's the thing with these like comments and shit. I feel like some people just want to get on whatever bandwagon just to say like they were there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like everybody probably had the same experience, but I will say, I think I remember going through this with Rick and Morty, where I knew it was good, I knew it was there, and it was on TV, but it didn't hit me until a little bit later on.
Word.
So it might have that Rick and Morty effect, but again, if you haven't watched it, go check it out. Even though it's not like we can spoil it, because I don't remember like specific parts, but the premise is he has this mushroom, it solves everything. It makes you happier.
Magical mushrooms. I've been in the market for some shrooms recently.
You need somebody.
And you know what's crazy? A guy hit me up.
Yeah.
Through this. I need to
Yeah.
see about that.
Yeah.
Go on the trip. F-Mac, what you doing, nigga? You've done shrooms before?
I still haven't.
They're
No.
going on a trip.
You ain't done no fun guy.
Not yet.
You got to see about the magical mushrooms, nigga.
You got to see about that,
You
man.
got to get some of them lucky charms.
You got to get some of them golden teachers. You know what I'm saying? Learn you something, nigga.
Hell
For real.
yeah,
No
teach
bullshit.
you something.
Nah,
I was thinking
for real.
about that shit the other day. I feel like what it makes you do is that you notice everything. And noticing is living. Like if you just sitting around just like lethargic, looking at the corners, you just dust bunnies flying around and shit. You're not really like producing no thoughts. Like
Time passes.
You're not looking at nothing. You're not noticing anything. If you people get celebrated for what they notice.
Yeah.
Like if you're a good author, it's because you noticed some shit and then you wrote it down. And it was like, damn, he's the only person that noticed this about the fucking world. It's all about what you're paying attention to. Even fucking comedians and shit, it's like they notice something that niggas aren't paying attention to.
Yeah, and they don't even realize it's so relatable.
Noticing is the foundation of everything.
Yeah, it definitely changes your perspective. You know what I mean?
It gives you perspective.
It's a new lens. You get what I mean? Like the eyes have lens, like reptilians. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like depending on the environment. Like if an alligator, you might have to look this up. If an alligator's outside the water,
just to make sure he's correct,
it has like a fuck it. Don't look it up. Just believe it. But yeah, nah, for real, it makes you tap in. Shrooms are very like they're good, but I like microdosing them over just taking like a 3.5 or.
Oh no, you bugging.
I like microdose. A good microdose for like a month. Shit is
that's cool. It's cool. They both have their pros and their cons.
They both have their place in the world.
And typically when I get them, I do both. I hit hard.
No, you don't.
I do both. I hit hard 3.5, and then I have enough to like piece it out for 0.8 for a couple days.
I taught you how to microdose.
You ain't teach nothing how to.
I taught you how to break it down like that, nigga.
𝙿𝙾𝚃𝚃 taught me how to microdose, nigga.
Nigga, I was So I wasn't the first
Don't
nigga.
try to Padawan the Obi-Wan Kenobis of the world, nigga. You didn't notice the microdose. 𝙿𝙾𝚃𝚃 did.
Nigga, I'm Yoda.
And I noticed him noticing it.
Fuck is you talk? First of all, I was the first nigga around you.
No,
the first black dude like was like, yo, I'm microdosing. You was like, I remember this.
Nigga, I put you on the shrooms.
What?
I'll put you on to shrooms.
What are you talking about?
You know what I'm talking about,
nigga.
Nigga,
I put you on the acid.
Lame. It didn't work. You remember that shit? We had a terrible fucking time.
Fuck.
You didn't know what he was doing.
The edibles,
he
nigga.
didn't know what he was, but I put him onto them Lucky Charms. What happened?
You didn't put me
What
on
happened?
to shrooms, nigga.
That nigga found a pot of gold at the end of the brain.
Crazy. Fuck, nigga. I was the
Clicking
first.
his heels twice and shit. He was out of nature like, bruh.
Nigga, it was my plug.
That nigga got vulnerable. He was like, yo, you really my homie. You know that, right? He was like, nigga, you my partner in crime, nigga. We go way back. I was like, yeah, nigga, I understand, nigga. Yeah, just enjoy the plants. And
that didn't happen.
The nature.
We was running from a dog that was chained up. That's what happened.
That definitely happened.
Nah, that shit didn't happen. We ran from a dog that was chained up.
Right after.
Fuck at it.
That's what happens when you get vulnerable in nature, nigga. Survival of the fittest. They're like, oh shit, it's prey out here.
Hell no.
This nigga, he put the sin out.
Why'd you guys do it outside?
You haven't done shrooms yet, so you don't understand. But when you go outside on shrooms, the connection to the earth is just, it's like you're fucking it.
I thought you're supposed to have like a trip sitter.
No.
What?
Supposed to be inside.
We're grown men. What are you talking about?
I wish we had a nigga to bleep the word I want to say to you right now, nigga.
You fucking.
That sounds like.
I don't even know. Just put bleep.
Yeah, just.
And then I'll think about when I want to call you later.
Exactly, nigga. But we're real men.
Yeah,
we're black men in America. We don't need a trip sitter. We don't need chaperones, nigga.
You know what I mean? Like we were very arrogant when we did shrooms for the first time because we had smoked so much weed. I know how to get high. I know controlled substance. You know what I mean? It's like once you've swam in them waters a couple times, you kind of know how to float.
And it's like
I know how to pace myself. I know how to, like, if I'm tripping and I'm freaking out, I know how to bring myself back to center. Like, yo, remember, you paid for this.
You know how to breathe.
You know how to breathe. Like, you just gotta
Breathing is
remind
such-
yourself, like,
yeah.
if you start bugging out, you just gotta remind, I paid to do this.
Yeah.
This is on purpose.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be enjoying this. And then instantly it's like the world opens up.
And you
And
know,
drugs become what they should be. Medicine.
and you know, it could be different the first time. Like I said, I took shrooms. How old was we? Like, was
College.
would you want to say we was in our 20s? I
College.
feel like it.
19, 20, 21, something.
I feel like we was in our
Around that
20s.
age.
We kind of did some vague research. So that already put us
Nah.
on. That already put us on to game. Well, I did because it was my plug and I
Nigga,
bought it. Nigga, I put you on.
I did
But
astute
I will
research.
say, we
I watched Joe Rogan. And it was my plug,
but
nigga.
look. But
My white
regardless, we did some like research, so we knew that you have to accept whatever is happening when you're doing, you know, shrooms or like acid or like whatever you're taking. That's hard.
You're now a co-pilot.
Yeah.
When you sign up for this experience, you got to take a back seat and,
And
just let it drive, because it's not gonna hurt you. You also had to be in the right mindset for that, though. Like, F-Mac, I don't know if you have any traumas, any like your shadow self that you're avoiding.
Yeah.
You seem like a dark, twisted dude deep down. It's like shrooms could help you address that, but if you want to do it to have fun for the first time, you might want to address that beforehand.
Yeah, I'm saying I've heard that too. I've done research on that, but just haven't really gone on my way to do it.
F-Mac has definitely like laughed after he ran over a squirrel before. You know what I mean? Like, that's the type of twisted he is.
What the fuck is that?
Like, he's into taxidermy.
Like, he ran over a squirrel. It's like, ha ha.
He watches taxidermy on TikTok.
That's the craziest shit.
Dissecting frogs is nothing to him. But
You didn't say no either. That's even crazier.
No, that is nuts. I feel like that should have been enough. Like,
No.
what the fuck is that?
Just the innate nature of the statement. It couldn't be him.
The
See,
fact
but
that-
that's how you know it's you. It's always the nigga you least expect.
the fact I just exposed him like that.
Think about it. You, out of everybody here, you smile the most,
I do.
which means you're the craziest nigga here.
Also, I don't.
What you so happy for, nigga? Life is miserable.
No.
My life fine.
No, you want to know what's crazy? I was just telling F-Mac that there's no hope, but
Exactly.
I think F-Mac has been through like, I think F-Mac has had a pretty solid like life. You've been to Disney World?
I did.
What age?
You been to Disney
I
World?
was older. I was like, it was teenager. I was teenager.
That's a little bit. I expected a little bit young. I'm not gonna lie. I thought I was.
I-
on
I'd gone before when I was a
older,
baby.
But I've never been.
Older is more significant. Older is more significant.
I was able to enjoy it.
Because when you're a kid, it's like you still paying for shit, but it's something about like, all right, we're gonna do it. They went just on some like,
Yeah.
it's not even really for him, but we're still paying for him to go. He's a 16-year-old kid. He don't give a fuck about Mickey Mouse.
You been to Chuck E. Cheese?
Of course.
What age?
How many times?
What was the first age?
And
What
was
the
it
first
for your
time?
birthday party?
Answer the question, nigga.
God damn. Yeah, nah,
Like the video.
I've gone to Chuck E. Cheese probably like 8, 9, younger. I can't remember.
I've
exactly.
never been to Chuck E. Cheese.
Never been to Chuck E. Cheese.
I've never
You're
been to
from
Chuck E. Cheese.
fucking Rocky Mountain.
I'm not
nigga.
from. I'm from Raleigh, North Carolina.
There's no neon lights in
No,
Rocky Mountain,
that's
nigga. There's
not true.
nowhere to celebrate.
That shit is like before Lightning McQueen showed up to that town. That's what that's what Scholar Neck is like.
What's that game that's only in Cracker Barrel? It's the shit with the pegs.
Yeah. Whatever that shit
Yeah,
is called.
yeah.
I know
Nigga,
what
that's a D1 sport in Rocky Mountain, nigga.
Yeah, nah.
They all elite.
Yeah, nah. Our cookouts consist of the apple picking shit with your mouth.
Apple bobbing.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
you're bobbing for
Yeah,
apples.
bobbing for apples.
Oh damn, I was just joking, but I didn't know what it was called.
Yeah, nah, that's wild.
I know that next time.
So you come from a bobbing culture.
I'm pretty sure they had to have done that 60. Like it's a country as fuck.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no. 60 years ago, the town was popping. Like shit was really like, you know.
Well, y'all was like bobbing pears and pineapples and shit. Y'all had a lot of
There-
exotic fruit exports.
Nice.
there
selection.
there was apple trees, there were orange trees. It was almost like a haven.
Grapevines.
Because that was back when segregation was actually a thing, and we had to, you know, love each other. But let's not get demonetized. Let's move on to some.
You really
ignorant-
want to make America great again, dog?
What you mean?
That's crazy. You hear that, Mac?
What you mean?
He's reminiscing back on segregation like it was prosperity.
No,
nigga.
I'm just saying that was the
He
truth.
said, nigga, we had apple trees. Shit was amazing.
saying.
We was forced to
We don't
love
have
it.
apple
We
trees
was
now.
forced to love each other.
We don't have apple trees now.
Yo,
but
this
look,
nigga-
let's get back to F-Mac in your shroom trip. We are going to be. We are going to chaperone you because you want to be handheld. We are going to hold your hand through your shroom trip. Your shroom trip.
Shroom trip.
That.
Ship.
You a cousin Ruckus.
Cousin Ruckus.
I'm not a cousin Ruckus.
You're a cousin Ruckus. And F Mac, put that in the notes. That might be the name of this episode. We got to get back.
Yeah.
To naming the episodes, like
in the
putting
title,
putting the topics, things that we talked about in the title is cool, but I feel like it takes away from the artistry.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like these need to be real pieces in time.
Yeah.
They need to be encapsulated by a certain phrase.
But it's also,
F
Mac, you have to just be aware of what we say and just write it down. You know what I mean? Because we can't just be stopping our flow of synthesis to say, yo, F Mac, write it down. Nigga, you're getting paid. You're going to eventually get paid to do something, to do this.
Saying.
He's saying.
I'm saying.
Yeah. You need to be writing.
He need to be doing. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
He need to be doing.
That's the problem.
He need to be doing.
I'm glad you're aware.
Can you say you're sorry at least?
No. Sorry for what?
God damn it.
Sorry for not doing what we should be doing.
But yeah. We still going on time? What's
what time we have for the pre-show?
30 right now.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yo, you know, the other day I had saw this commercial. It was the most like direct to market advertising I had seen in a while. It was a crypto commercial for cowboys. Really for you, for the cousin Ruckuses and the MAGA niggas of the world. Google Coinbase cowboy commercial that might pop up. Are we even allowed to play that? We play niggas ads? Regardless though.
That might be bad.
It was one of those ads to where it's like you could tell they all sat in a room. They was like, okay, niggas who grew up watching Harrison Ford movies, what do we do to get them on crypto? Because we already know their concerns. They're gonna be like, man, cash is king. You know what I mean? I don't really know how to use my phone
to
download an app. So they literally just go through it and answer all these niggas' questions. Wait.
Is this it?
I don't know if this is it. It says, because this says crypto is for truck salesmen.
So basically, I understand what you're saying. Is it, so it's not strictly for conservatives, it's just for the older generation? Because when I think of Harrison Ford, he's kind of like Clint Eastwood. Like, if you like them niggas, you're kind of
It's for the niggas that grew up liking Clint Eastwood.
Okay, Clint Eastwood.
You know what I mean? Chuck Norris fans.
Chuck Norris.
Who's another dual pistol willing ass nigga?
There's an actor that just passed away with his wife in a hotel.
If you went outside with your homie playing Walker, Texas Ranger,
okay,
this commercial is for you.
Okay.
It's one of those kind of deals. This might not be it, but this might prove the point just as well. Play it.
Crypto wasn't for him. He dealt the classics. Low miles, big blocks and bench seats, hidden gems in dusty barns, diamonds in the rough. He'd take fixer-uppers and turn them into daily drivers. But when it came time to make a sale, there were no easy options. He never could figure out why wire transfers took so long. Banks were never open when he needed them. And cash, cash could be a challenge in a place like this. So when a repeat buyer mentioned another option, he listened. Just a simple transfer, secure, like a digital handshake. Crypto wasn't for him until it was.
Now, he did all of that to sell his truck?
To sell a truck.
And take it. Yeah, this is definitely.
But like, they didn't even tell the full story.
The wind taking the money pissed me off.
Yeah, that kind of. I was like, first of all,
kind of goofy ass, uncoordinated cowboy.
Yeah, that like uncoordinated. Where's his lasso to get that shit?
To whip all the money back.
Oh, yeah. I will say that I like this. This gives me a sense of like what old ads used to be. Oh, and maybe it's because I'm a little bit older now, so it's nostalgia. You know how nostalgia goes. Just like you exaggerate shit.
Yeah.
But this does. I feel like the older ads back in the day were so like
pointed,
nigga. Like this is for this crowd. That Cocoa Puff commercial. Yeah, I'm rapping and I'm selling Cocoa Puffs. I'm a real nigga. And you see my brown room. Everything is brown. I'm black. You know what I mean?
I'm so ICDC. College. Even the Dairy Queen commercials or the Baskin Robbins when they were selling the ice cream cakes.
They were rapping.
It was some kind of commercial. It had a jingle and you knew who it was for. You knew exactly who it was for.
And I like that. And it's funny how it's like, were we more popular back then?
Who's we?
Were black people more popular back then? Why isn't there a lot more like rapping and hip hop?
There's a lot more 808s in commercials. There's a lot more 808s. There's a lot more.
That's what it's turned into.
There's a lot more like
That's what we've been like.
There's a lot more
marginalized too.
There's a lot more wisecracking black dudes. A lot of mixed families. They're trying to appeal to broad, like just.
But no, every
the way
time
that back in the day, every commercial was through a scope. They was like, yo, we're lining this up. We're gonna hit Mexican women. Bow. Today they just trying to hit everybody. They just spraying the whole block. So they're using ammo that's, it's suitable for all audiences.
The All-State dude, you're in good hands. That dude probably set the precedent for what we see now. And then came like the State Farm dude, the black one. And they probably took a big chance with the black dude. They had no idea he was gonna be bigger than the actual, like, the other.
Well, why? What you mean that? Wait, you talking about for Allstate or with State Farm?
For State Farm. These big companies, bro.
I don't even remember the original State Farm dude. All I remember is Jake.
It was a white dude. It's always been Jake.
Yeah, Jake was a white dude at one point.
So it was a white Jake, and then they made him a black Jake.
I'll be real.
A light-skinned Jake.
I was pissed at that little turnaround.
I'm not going to.
At first.
The original Jake.
They was trying to relate to you. The Jake that they recasted.
The old Jake was funny as shit. He was like, yeah, well, you remember the whole shit.
I do remember the whole
that
shit.
That shit was funny,
Google
dog.
old Jake from State Farm. My memory is vague on that.
He was the guy, man.
Nigga was the guy. Nigga, he won't the.
This shit was
funny.
It was good as hell.
It was good.
Doesn't matter. You do that for me? Really? Yeah, I'd like that.
Who are you talking to?
It's Jake from State Farm. Sounds like a really good deal.
Jake from State Farm at 3 in the morning? Who is this?
It's Jake from State Farm.
What are you wearing, Jake from State Farm?
Khakis.
She sounds hideous.
Well, she's a guy, so.
Another reason.
Yeah, you know who they was advertising to?
Yeah, exactly. yeah. But
Caitlyn Jenner's.
I mean, like this guy, he was hilarious. But they had no.
Well, I mean, and that was that white dude in the pajamas did a lot of the work in this commercial.
No,
yeah.
But I do remember a longer version.
Yo, somebody got paid to write Jake from State Farm 8 times.
Yeah.
To fill 30 seconds.
Yep.
That's a beautiful way to make money. Like back in the day, you remember when in high school, when people would ask you like, yo, what you want to do with your life? Like, you gotta pick a profession and shit.
Yeah.
I'll be like, I'll get into marketing. I want to make commercials and shit. Cause I felt like that was a make sense way of doing funny shit. And having an actual job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Cause most commercials have some kind of humor to them. You got some boring ones and some ones that's more, all right, we got to sell you this stupid medication. So we kind of got to be dead ass. We actually got to distract you with happiness and glee. But,
right.
You know what I mean? Most commercials are like State Farm.
Yeah, nah. And man, and it's like, this is something like, when we get our shit popping in order, we about to start, having commercials, shit that's funny, Yeah. We've been ping-ponging ideas, you know what I mean? Just a little bit, but. Yeah,
bring your khakis, nigga.
Yeah, for sure.
We're going to need a light skin in a red polo.
Exactly.
Need this
and don't do your hairline.
Don't do my hairline.
Yeah, it's perfect as is. Matter of fact.
That's what he calls it too. Like, damn, I got to do my hairline.
Shit, really looking at this.
Shape up, nigga.
Looking at this right here, Lauren should be Jake from State Farm.
They got the old dude still in it, the original. Now he's this guy.
He lost a lot of weight.
He did.
You think white people were mad at that?
And him losing the weight.
Of course, the cool black guy takes the shine. God damn it.
I think that the white people that would be mad about it don't have State Farm insurance.
They got Liberty Mutual.
Yeah, whatever you cousin Ruckus has got. Geico and shit. What's America's car insurance? Life insurance?
Medicare.
Or health insurance?
Progressive? Wait, life insurance?
Progressive? Nah, progressive seems progressive. You know what I mean? It's a little left leaning. Flow.
Oh, Flow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think a cowboy that has crypto was gonna want a woman to be the front runner of his insurance company?
Well, she got that little dude that pop in every now and again too.
But what is he?
He's the cuck.
A beta.
He is kind of
a soft little punk. He's everything that they hate about the world right now, nigga.
Yeah.
That's not a man. That's half a woman too.
Yeah. He's got some twink shit going on.
Yeah, nah.
It said there's 2.5 women in this commercial.
He's a Zoolander ass nigga.
Shit, even Zoolander, you know.
Nah.
Nah. You're right.
Zoolander.
You're right.
Shout out to Ben Stiller, who I didn't know his father was the dad in, I believe, Seinfeld. That old.
I never watched Seinfeld.
Type in Ben Stiller's father in Google for me, please.
What's his name? Is he a junior? Is it Benjamin Stiller too?
I believe so.
Jerry Stiller.
Jerry Stiller.
Ugh. Yeah, nah.
He was I had no idea.
Damn.
There's a lot of like Hollywood, it's almost like every industry, bro. Like if your parents do something, you're probably gonna follow in their footsteps. There's a lot of that.
Mm-hmm.
There is so much of that.
I feel like it's better when you a little bit when you have a looser association with your parent. Like you can come up on your own.
You know the dude from The Boys? Yes, I do agree. You know the dude from The Boys?
Which one?
It's
a lot of dudes in that.
It is a lot of dudes. But you know, the guy, man.
Which one?
The long head nigga.
The guy who plays Huey?
Huey. He's a Nepo baby.
Who's his dad?
Type in his
or is Madre?
He's something Quaid?
Yeah, he's one of those guys that he has a loose association, almost like John Washington Jr.
John Washington Jr.?
Not John Washington Jr., but John Washington.
You talking about Denzel's kid?
Denzel's son.
Nah, Denzel's kid got a little bit of a
now, but before he was kind of ducked off.
He was isolated.
Oh wow, yeah, his dad's Dennis Quaid.
Dennis Quaid.
Oh, I know that nigga.
I didn't. Wow, that's crazy. I didn't know
Dennis
that shit.
fucking Quaid.
Wow.
I don't know his son though. Who's this?
This is Huey.
That's Huey from The Boys.
That's Huey.
Put his costume on him.
Put him next. Where's Starlight?
Yeah.
But nah, dog. Like, and this is, and you know, it's probably a lot more that we don't know about. A lot of people don't say it. A lot of people do say it, but you know, it's Hollywood is a game, so it's like they're not trying to.
Hollywood is incestuous, so it only makes sense that motherfuckers' offspring are also celebrities.
Well, it's a magic trick, you know. So why expose the magic trick? And it's not always like that. It's a lot of people that make their way in alone, allegedly. But hey, man, Dennis fucking Quaid.
And it kind of makes sense because if you're a really successful actor, you grew up pretending to love your family for years, and they grew up pretending to think that this was love. So y'all are all great actors, and that's all before lessons.
It depends. I don't know. I feel like Denzel is like one of the more like real.
Nah.
Denzel whooped his kid. He let him fall off the bike. He did all that regular shit.
You think? I don't know how much time he could have possibly spent with his son, especially if you're being an actor, doing movies, especially at the level Denzel did with his production.
Yeah.
That takes so many hours of your life off. Like, I promise you, he spent more time on a movie set than he has probably sitting in the living room.
Bro, his
chilling.
His kids was around, bro. I mean,
movie sets are all day.
I honestly don't know.
He probably brought his kids on set.
Yeah, so you're not really watching them. There's white women with tablets, pockets full of candy, your kid's favorite candy, because you told them that's exactly what you should bring.
So are all Like, is that just inevitable? Like, are you willing to take that risk to get to where you want to be? Because it's like you're trying to get somewhere, right? You're trying to be on the billboard. You're trying to.
I'm not trying to get too far.
I don't like that answer.
I don't care if you like that answer.
Well, you should.
I'm not trying to get to. I don't want
like
to be as busy as Denzel Washington.
Do you mean
It's
like
not,
Hollywood?
nigga, fuck you. You know what I mean. Why are you comparing yourself to Denzel? You'll never be Denzel.
That's what we
Nobody in
was
this room will
talking
ever
about.
be Denzel.
So what are you talking about?
I'm
then?
saying like the level of achievements that you want to get, you probably have to put in the same amount of hours as anybody who's successful.
Oh, I'm gonna have to put in. I'm gonna have to put in more time in that than I can into anything else. My health, my mental clarity.
Well, not necessarily.
And that's what it takes, and that's why I've been, I moved a certain way. I've been trying to avoid having children because if I have a kid, the kid is going to take up a lot of my dedication in life. But I'm not going to stop doing what I'm doing. But I do have to acknowledge that like I can't go as hard as I would if I didn't have a kid. So I'm choosing to not have one of them little niggas.
Of course. Well, some people have the thought of like I have to go harder because I had the kid. Yeah. Which leads to the inevitable of them not being around because they're trying to, provide. It's a tricky game. It's inevitable.
Exactly.
That's why you might as well just be a deadbeat. Go ahead, do what Steve Smith Jr. did. Fuck it.
Are you worried about like repeating the sins of your father? Because I feel like a lot of times
I've thought about it.
I feel like a lot of times it's like one generation fuck it up, so the kid from that generation is like, okay, I know that wasn't the best father. I have to do better than that. And then they try, and then somehow, some way, it still ends up going better, but similar ending result. And then it's like, damn, like I had good intentions and it still went that way. And then the next kid, now it's on that nigga.
Well, a lot of people
like it's my turn right now.
Y'all seen the movie Beowulf before?
Yeah.
That's the whole shit. That's the whole premise of the movie.
Yeah, I don't remember the movie enough though. I just remember that's one of the movies I saw when I was little.
A lot of people think like changing or like dealing with your father's sins or your mother's sins is through action and not through like the mental aspect. You get what I mean? Because a lot of times they are better in the actual action of like being there, feeding the child. Like, my mom and her, like my grandma, their situation was crazy. You know what I mean? Like she's kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
But even though like it's always going to be a mental thing. Like it almost has nothing to do with the child. Really,
because the child didn't ask for anything. The child has no context on the fact that his great-great-grandfather was an asshole, and that shit just bled down into his genetics. Like he don't know. He just crying because he needs some milk.
And it's like I do believe in the genetics aspect just a little bit, but it's really just like mental abuse and shit like that, and what you've been through. That's why I would say it has nothing to do with like your child. Like, nigga, you need to fix yourself. Yeah. Because it's like, and also like, even for a prime example, my brother, right? I would say my brother has broken the curse. I would say he's a pretty cool dad. He's a pretty cool dad. You know what I mean? Like he's in the fucking Navy and shit. I was actually talking to him. He got back, I'll make it quick. He got back from his last operation and shit. He'd been home a little bit. Yeah. And
that's what they call it nowadays.
I didn't realize, like, and I probably said this before, but every time I talk to him, I get another level of like, yo, like this guy's a killer. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it's made me like I've appreciated the military.
Bad was your dad that your killer brother is better than him?
Well,
the fuck did he do, nigga?
Well, killing with a purpose, you know what I mean?
With America on his back.
Yeah, killing with a NDA, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, I was just talking to him, and it's like, this nigga is like damn near an actual spot, like an actual like yo. Yeah, he's like code name what? Code name what? Like he was telling me.
I'm starting to realize why you not, nigga.
Nah, man.
You over here telling on your spot brother, nigga.
Nah, fuck that.
You gonna blow his case.
Nah, fuck that. This nigga, he needs to be exposed because I also...
this nigga need to be exposed. He's committing crimes against humanity.
He's a menace.
Yeah, they're killing children and women.
I don't know. I do know he's a great guy. He's like not on like some fuck shit, but
yeah,
he was telling me. So there's a tier in the military called like J Scout,
okay.
Right? It's in like the Delta tier. You know what I mean? Like you got Navy, Army, Marines,
Air Force,
and then you got like Delta. That's like the top of the top. Okay. The creme de la creme, right?
Yeah.
And
well, we didn't name those in that order because Air Force definitely isn't under.
Not in the order. Not in that order.
For them,
exactly.
Because you know they'll be in the comments like, "Hey, nigga, you disrespecting my rank."
Yeah. Shout out to everybody that served. Shout out to everybody that has fought.
Yes.
Fought. Because there's a difference.
Nah, shout out to all the people that operated printers and shit too, because they matter. Like the niggas on the lines can't fight unless certain paperwork gets filed, unless somebody's taking account of how many bullets are in that box. That's all necessary. Don't hate on them niggas.
I'll agree for that.
And plus, they have to do just as many push-ups to get into that office.
Yeah, they gotta make it through.
But not
they have to do just as many push-ups. They just don't have to keep doing them.
But not to keep their job. But
exactly.
So there's this position, there's this tier called J Scout, and it's like the most elite warriors. This nigga interviewed, right? Yeah. It's a 2-week process. You go to their combine, you chill with them because you got to acclimate to their team because you're going to be going. You're going to be fighting with these guys.
So you got to get a little chemistry. Like y'all about to go to battle.
And the final test,
like we did yesterday.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Got some runs in. Yeah. Some good runs. Yeah, but
okay. I was about to say.
We was on the same team.
Okay. Oh, you
for
talking
the part I was talking about.
Oh, the part you was talking about.
Go to war.
Okay.
You know what I mean? We went to war together.
We did.
Chemistry.
But it was stinky too. It was very stinky. It was a couple games, y'all. But
it was a little pineapple expressive.
But basically, the final test, right after the 2-week process, you work out, you do your pull-ups.
Yeah.
The final test is they get you drunk as fuck, and the next morning they make you run 5 miles. And I guess their ideology is that some people give up, some people, just throw up and just keep going, just wipe their mouth like fuck it. Ugh. And so basically, that's what happened. You know what I mean? He got a little drunk.
Do they know? Is it like a misdirection that happens? They're like, yo, y'all made it this far. Congratulations, we got booze and bitches for you. Celebrate.
Yeah.
Wind down till the fucking sun come up.
Yeah.
Enjoy yourself. We gonna have the next 2 days off.
Yeah.
Just do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
And then they wake them up instantly as soon as they fall asleep.
Yeah.
And just run 5 miles. Or are they prepared?
So I even asked him, like, you didn't know this? You know what I mean? Like going up, nobody told you, and he was like, yeah, nah, it wasn't like just spoken about, you feel me? Like that's not how it like was. But I also didn't think he like even cared. Yeah. But he didn't get like
he's a cold-blooded killer.
He didn't get fucked up, but he got drunk. He ended up doing it, but he ended up declining it. He did the whole interview process to decline it, and he was like, yeah, they told me I got to open an invitation. They was like, yeah, man, whenever you feel like you want to, you can come. But he was like, yeah, I ended up doing my thing over elsewhere.
What didn't he like about it? It wasn't enough murders?
He was just like,
he's like, nigga, them niggas don't get no bodies over there.
Man, them niggas faking, man. They think they dropping shit, man.
Them niggas, they press buttons and do drone strikes.
I'm trying to drop world leaders, not motherfucking just regular terrorists.
Machetes on the rifle.
Yeah, man. But that's what it is, man. It's life is crazy, man. Life is crazy, and shout out to everybody that's actually fighting. I have to say that, man. It's a difference, man. Niggas is really out here fighting, dog.
Speaking of niggas actually fighting,
should we start the show?
Yeah.
I kind of want to roll up, and I think I have to use the bathroom.
That's fair. We can pause. You know how to pause, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
All right, so that's what's gonna happen. Make sure you like the video and comment down below your LOI's part in the show. You ask us a question, we answer it the following week, and make sure you do that. Appreciate you.
I got another idea that when we do the LOI segment, I might introduce, see how niggas is feeling about it.
Okay.
it's like a little counter move because you know some weeks we won't be having the Wild Wise DMs be looking very dry.
Yeah.
So we might have to do our own little thing just to get some kind of trivial.
Exactly.
We're pondering on something question kind, but you know we'll be right back.
Okay. Yep. Boosh. Boom. So apparently, and I've seen multiple videos. Some were on TikTok that were passed down to the Bird app, but apparently Liquid IV is some bullshit, dog. Like just because your mouth is watery and like you're like yeah, this feel good. Like my mouth not fucking dry. That doesn't really mean anything. Like God damn it, I wish I knew the molecular balance to really break it down, the chemicals and the enzymes. That's what's happening.
But it's more of a placebo effect. Like it's more of like a soothing effect. Like you feel hydrated. Like your throat, your mouth, everything is, you know, you can speak.
Now, if you went to those places where or you called the bitch to pull up with the vein and the IV, that would get you hydrated.
That's the only real IV. Like Liquid IV is just it's a smooth name.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's good branding, it's good marketing.
But it's not. But
you're not getting jabbed up in your veins.
It's some bullshit, man. It's some bullshit.
So what you saying? It doesn't really work? Did they say what's the antidote? Like which products actually hydrate you? Because you know what I tried recently? You know the not the Pedialyte, but it's the electrolyte juice that you see in gas stations. It looks like Pedialyte. Google electrolyte.
I know what you're electrolyte. Is it the Mexican one?
Nah, it's not Mexican.
You drank the Mexican Pedialyte?
Nah, I would though. You know, I get down. But no, it wasn't Mexican Pedialytes. Google it. It's that shit. Whatever this brand is.
Electrolyte. Yeah, it's the Mexican. Yeah, it's the Mexican Pedialyte.
That's not Mexican.
Yeah, it's the Hispanic Pedialyte.
Nah, man.
Electrolyte.
I feel like this is the original.
Look, of course y'all did it first, but is it good?
But I tried it one time because I put up to this hole in the wall ass gas station. It was all greasy and shit. I walked in.
Yeah.
I looked in the fridge. They had every flavor of this shit.
Yeah.
Most of the time, I'll only be seeing the fruit punch, maybe like the coconut, the orange.
I don't fuck with
grape.
grape.
I don't fuck with grape either. No. But nigga, I pulled up to this joint. They had apple. They had like tangerine, like they had exotic flavors of this shit. So I got the apple. Nigga, that shit was crazy.
Shit looks like a medicine.
It does. And even when you look at the consistency of the liquid,
right?
When you look at the consistency of the liquid, it's like, it almost looks like gelatin. But when you drink it, it is, you know, it's water, it's juice. But it's just like, damn, like this shit is like, it's thick. And then the effects actually work.
I
was walking around, I was feeling like a new person.
No way.
I had a new perspective on life. It was damn near like shrooms in a cup.
Shrooms in a cup.
Shrooms in a cup. Nice little micro dose.
Zoom in. Are those bubbles or are those fucking
Nah, that's condensation.
taco seasoning?
It's condensation.
Oh.
Yeah. But you know, they got to do that to make the pictures look pristine.
Okay.
They're trying to get you to drink it. But it's a pretty refreshing beverage. Normally,
look up electrolyte Telemundo ad.
Don't put Telemundo ad. Don't tell them to be racist. Make them be racist.
No, tell them? What are you talking about? You have to put Telemundo. Look, wait, go back. Just look up all Spanish shit. 2 Spanish shit.
Which one?
No. What did you do?
What are you talking about? All Spanish?
I just
press space.
You think Google search engine recommended all Spanish shit?
Oh my God, you fucked it. It was literally all. It was like electrolyte something Spanish. You fucked it up, but let's just look up.
We're gonna Google the owner of this company, and that nigga's gonna be Irish. It's gonna be something stupid.
Electrolyte ad.
Mexican. Well, she's Mexican.
In the ad.
Okay.
Yeah, this is pretty early.
We've been watching a lot of commercials.
I am a body moving, bobbing and weaving. I know at the end of the day, where tonight is tomorrow, that I showed up. No matter what I'm doing, I'll move,
White girl.
sweat, replenish, then do it again. Electrolyte, instant hydration.
Nigga, they had the whole spectrum.
She started off with a
representative from every continent.
Type in Telemundo ad.
A representative from every continent was in this ad.
A Morris Chestnut looking nigga. He could have been anything.
The Negro, the Anglo.
This is what I'm talking. Click on it. Yes. Whichever one draws you. It's your people. Let's look at this shit.
White guy.
¿Qué me impulsa? Cuando un segundo más parece una eternidad. En momentos cruciales. Estando bajo el sol extremo. Formulado para reponer líquidos y electrolitos que necesitas para sentirte bien. Electrolitos.
For the Spanish voiceover, nigga.
No,
you realize, hold on.
Everything is Spanish. Look, go back to the buildings. It's Spanish buildings.
Because you put Telemundo ads.
It's Spanish buildings. It's Spanish architecture.
Now,
go back.
do the same
Let's
thing.
see another one.
Now,
No.
Mac, do the same thing with Gatorade. Put Gatorade instead of electrolyte.
Gatorade is not
they have the same
Hispanic fucking company.
They put everything in Spanish. Come on, man.
Is this it?
Yeah.
He's in Rio de Janeiro, nigga.
Nobody said a fucking word. Where's the Spanish at?
Nigga, this
Why
is
is this
all
nigga
Spanish. This is all Spanish, nigga.
Wait, Spanish people just flip. They flip.
Look at that basketball court, son.
Spanish looks fun.
Only Hispanic niggas hoop with condensation.
Nobody said it's Spanish.
Wait, go back.
Cualquier lugar es una cancha.
Exactly, nigga.
Oh my God.
There's a Spanish.
All of that.
There's a Spanish version of everything,
Bro.
Him jumping into random basketball games is crazy.
He came from out of bounds.
Nuevo Gatorade Flow. Cualquier lugar es una cancha.
That nigga was late as shit for the game. They just started without him. And they was like, "It'll come, y'all niggas ass."
I'm surprised you didn't start dancing like Moose.
Yeah.
But nah, bro, this is completely different. Go back. Just
Now
trust me, go back.
Google Spanish All-State commercial.
Dog.
Do All-State Telemundo ad.
All state.
Yeah. Well, who you insured with? We'll do your company. Shout them out.
La mala suerte y en cualquier momento podría cruzarme en tu camino. Si tu seguro solo cubre lo mínimo, posiblemente no va a alcanzar para pagar esto. Mejor cámbiate a Allstate. Podrías estar mejor protegido y ahorrar dinero.
Dólar por dólar, nadie te protege como Allstate.
See how Spanish that was? That Gatorade ad was like the gentrified version.
You're hating on the Gatorade ad. As a Puerto Rican, ask Mac.
As a Puerto Rican.
Did that Gatorade ad resonate?
Not with me. Not with me.
But it was Spanish.
That's what I'm saying.
It was Spanish, though, right?
Spanish,
but it wasn't.
Spanish
It wasn't
shit.
like that electrolyte.
It wasn't.
Electrolyte.
What do you mean by that?
What are you trying to say?
I'm just saying it wasn't like electrolyte.
Nah, because you didn't say it like that.
Well, I'm just saying
If you
that's
say
how
it like
that's
that,
how it's said.
everything sounds Spanish when you say it like that.
Electrolyte.
Yeah. Anyways,
3, 2, 1.
America, welcome back once again, time and time again. This is LOI the Show.
Yep.
Two of your most wanted here.
Yep.
I'm your host, Tone Grove.
J Nobles, F Mac on the board.
Yeah.
That's me.
That's him.
White
Yes.
man in Charlotte.
White man in Charlotte with AJ for good reasons. Send your prayers to them.
Yes.
But y'all can like the video, comment down below your wild LOIs, questions at the end. We're going to answer it the following week. You know what I mean? And we're
Break
also
down
going
how
to
to do it. Break down how to do it.
You go down in the comment section. First of all, if you're watching this live, appreciate you.
Yeah.
But you have to swipe left to go to the comment section because a lot of y'all, you know, I've seen a couple people leave
Some wild
comments,
wise
some
live.
damn near some live wild
Some live
wise.
wise.
But you got to swipe left to go to the comment section. Hashtag YLOI in the comment section with your question right beside it. Or you can follow us, lower thirds. You've probably seen it pop up during the pre-show. LOI the Show on IG. That's the best place to reach out to us. Hit us through there. Hashtag YLOI. Please say hashtag YLOI first, so we know to even open your message. You know what I mean? We be busy. We don't have time to just be opening messages, man. We fucking stars. But Like the video. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah, you
Keep
got
doing.
denim jeans to put on.
Yeah, man.
And not iron.
Yeah, nah, my sweatpants were
what happened to your podcast
washed.
pants?
I had to fucking wear denim today. I felt so. I was like, oh my god, I gotta fucking wear some denim.
You probably feel dirty.
I was like, fuck, I can't move in it, man. Like, what if somebody had some boxing gloves right now, like F-Mac and me, and a nigga just wanted some work? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would have to oblige.
You would have to.
I would have to.
And the shoes aren't bad for boxing, but for the circumstances, we would do it in that bag because you don't want to fuck them up.
Not necessarily, but
you got a nice flat shoe.
Yeah, it's flat. Yeah, I get
nice
what you're
flat
saying.
shoe.
I get what you're saying. But nah, man.
Get a lot of torque in it.
Yeah. You look, man.
Yeah.
Shut up. Nigga.
Rotate
you don't know
that
what you're
back
talking
foot.
about.
Rotate that
You don't
back
know
foot
what
up in
you're
there,
talking-
nigga.
Rotate the back foot.
The power
my
starts from the
God.
floor up.
Just don't overextend, people. You know what I mean? But yeah. What? Oh,
speaking of the power starting from the floor up,
turning the foot. So, first of all, shout out to In The Fest. We went to, an In The Fest show. Lil Tony, big ups to Lil Tony. From what I know, he was a great guy. He showed up on time. That's enough for any rap artist.
Professional. Yeah.
But we showed up to this show. You came there a little bit before me. You got to say what's up to everybody.
Yeah.
How was that like?
I mean, it was cool. You know what I mean? I walked in.
Okay.
It was packed in that motherfucker because In The Fest, when we say that we host shows, most of them are an In The Fest production. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, we're real cool. Shout out 2H, Noah, Big John,
Bryce,
Sound Like Rob,
Choco.
Bryce, all them good brothers over there that run that operation. We real cool with them. So we host a lot of the shows, the open mics and all that. We pulled up to the Lil Tony show on some casual shit though for the first time.
Yeah.
Normally when we pop out, we're on the clock.
Yeah.
We got to get up on stage, grab a microphone, talk a little bit of shit. But today, or that day in particular, it was a day of leisure. But we pulled up and immediately got the calling to like, yo, we might have to go up there and get this shit on the road.
Yes.
So it's like, there was a lineup of some amateurs that went up before Lil Tony. If you don't know Lil Tony, because you didn't even know Lil Tony either, he's big. Google him and you'll just understand like, okay, this thing has been happening on the other side of the world and I just haven't been aware. But Lil Tony's big. He even got a song I got on my Apple Music. I'll ride around and listen to.
And he filled up the Portal. Shout out to Portal HQ. It's a venue in Raleigh, North Carolina.
He filled it up and they were there to see him. So there were a couple artists that went up there, some local acts. Not really seasoned. They got booed. They got booed. There was a lot of...
Okay, so you're just saying, like, overall...
Just painting the picture. There was a lot of, like, sad-looking faces. I saw some somber shoulders. This one girl literally had her face on her palm, and she was just like this, trying to stay awake, waiting for Lil Tony. One artist goes up. This Mexican guy. Guy we're familiar with. We've seen him perform a couple times. He goes up. I don't know where he's from. I want to say Henderson, but he's from a place where a lot of niggas... are relevant. And so he got accustomed to being around niggas. He says nigga. He's nigga. He see nigga. He believes he is nigga.
He's also white Mexican.
White Mexican. He's a little white looking, but you can tell he's Mexican. He goes up on stage. He raps his lyrics. Happens to rhyme trigger with nigga. Sets the crowd off.
No. I'm sorry. It sets one girl off. It was one broad that set it off. And unfortunately, he gave her too much confidence to keep going. And by confidence, I mean apologizing.
Because he went
sorry.
He went to acknowledge her.
But also, he wasn't. It's only a problem if the crowd isn't distracted by catchy tunes. You get what I'm saying? So that's another thing to kind of think about. Like, music wasn't hitting. Like, it's not. It's very simple. They wasn't fucking with him. They wasn't really fucking with a lot of people. But Tsunami Dave, shout out Tsunami Dave, you know what I mean? They was fucking with my boy, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, like when they're not fucking with the vibrations, and then you kind of go up there and fuck with their virtues too. It's like, nigga, that's a recipe for boo.
It's a problem.
Get them out of here. So that kind of set it off for the rest of the performers after that, because it's like, okay, this is a hostile crowd. Like, they're not here just for anything. If you're gonna be a stranger, be phenomenal. And that might not be enough, but that's just enough to not get you booed. But
even before that, it was another white dude. Man, people were just like dead in there, man, and it was like Tone said, like, we host shows, so it was I felt it in my heart to be like, God damn, like I'm almost halfway ripping off my fucking shirt just it's peeking. The big J is peeking.
I opened up my backpack.
Yeah.
I saw my mask peeking through.
Yeah.
It's time.
But, I was like, man, I don't know if I want to inherit this bad energy.
Because the thing is, the crowd was stiff. And like doing what we do, we know how to kind of get out of that, and we see them losing them. So I don't know what caused it. Do you remember what caused it?
I remember what caused it. So basically, right?
We're on the side of the stage.
I don't remember if a song was playing, but apparently there were moshers.
Yeah.
And there were people that were Lil Tony fans, right?
Two different demographics.
Two different demographics, but they
Lil
both
Tony fans cool niggas.
But they both love the same people, but moshers, they care about
blood,
teeth, but they still like Lil Tony.
Yeah.
But the Lil Tony fans they like the vibe. They want to turn up. So basically, what happened is they mixed these two together. I think there was music playing, maybe Juice WRLD. Niggas was jumping around. Niggas was jumping around.
Bows throwing.
But they ran into the wrong dude.
Yeah.
Because shout out to 919 Philly.
Yeah.
I was getting my Philly and shit. We ended up asking him. The dude that was throwing the most punches wasn't even the guy that got bumped for real. It was his homie.
It was his homie.
So the moshers, they was jumping around, turning up. His homie got bumped into, and of course his homie, I'm not saying his homie not a hoe, he didn't defend himself.
Yeah.
But he was like, yo, what the fuck is going on? Like, y'all niggas tripping. Out of nowhere, all you hear is, oh. So I'm like, damn, something happening. I peek my head up. We both go to the stage.
Yeah.
It's a fucking, it looks like a massacre, like a brawl is happening.
Mind you, it's 250 people. It's a packed room. Smoke machines out the motherfucking ass,
Yes.
nigga. It looks like Snoop Dogg living room in that bitch,
Yes.
nigga. So it's like you vaguely seeing shit. We're on the side of the stage. We're like, we got to do something.
And so
we jump up.
No,
we hop up the stairs.
Wait, nigga, no, you
We
didn't
hop
do
up the
nothing.
stairs.
You didn't do
Hold
a
on.
damn thing.
Hold on.
He didn't
We
do
hop
shit.
up the stairs. I grabbed the microphone. I'm like, all right, I got to do what I got to do. This nigga, he jumped his dumb ass in the crowd.
First of all, nigga, I fucking
He jumped
Spider-Man, nigga.
Yeah.
I jumped in the crowd. Nigga, let me describe, because I was the one that was really in the field, nigga.
You
Like
wasn't
I
in no
said, shout out to
field,
all the
nigga.
real niggas fighting.
They didn't need
Shout out to
you.
all the real niggas actually
We
fighting.
had
Not
security.
niggas that just served. But like I was saying, let me talk, man. So I swan dive in that motherfucker. I'm like, I'm looking around. I see a nigga. I just see somebody punching somebody.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to grab him while also not trying to get hit by the flailing elbows, because that's the thing.
Yeah,
So
you got to watch out. This nigga's in a he don't care about you.
So I grab him with my judo moves, because that's I trained for this. What I'm saying?
What was all?
I mean, so basically, it's just a way that you grab.
You've been waiting to do this shit.
It's just
He been waiting.
I'm just
That's why
saying.
he jumped in the crowd. He
I'm
was
just
like,
saying.
judo.
I'm just saying it's the way that you grab a nigga, right? So I ended up grabbing him, but as I'm grabbing him, I turned to the left. One of my homies I used to work with, he's securing.
Yes.
So I let go of my nigga. I go to dap my homie up. I'm like, oh shit, big Mike. Yo, what's up, nigga? I let go of my nigga. He ended up punching him and shit. We see each other. He like, yo, what's good? While still, he's a big dude, so he ended up just super hugging. That's his move. That's his special security move. Super hugging, nigga.
He didn't have to learn tricks.
So I'm like, yo, Big Mike, we gonna catch up. So I ended up going to grab a nigga. Out of nowhere, I hear a, hey, yo, hey. And I'm like, who the fuck is that? I see this nigga with a fucking mic. I see this long-headed ostrich-ass nigga with a mic.
No.
Hey. Nigga, I'm like, I
was
can't
doing
believe
crowd
y'all
control.
understand.
And Mac, I was like, hey, move, get off. You sitting on the speaker, bitch. Get off that shit. Part the ways. Give them space. They gotta. Whatever they doing, we gotta get them out of here. Where's security at? Then Noah got on stage. He started damn near freestyling. He was like, hey yo, in the fest, nigga, ain't no brawling in this motherfucker.
Yeah.
What y'all mean? Y'all fucking around and get banished in this motherfucker.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah. Get out of here. But eventually everything got subdued.
Yeah, everything
and then the
got
show went back on awkwardly.
Yeah.
Because recovering from that is a motherfucker. But it recovered. They went on to continue to be bored by niggas.
Yeah.
And then eventually Jesus comes. Lil Tony walks through. He's introduced. Crowd goes crazy. His set is going good. Motherfuckers is jumping. They got their phones out. Everybody live. They rapping all the words to a song.
Yeah.
It's 100,000 niggas on stage.
Yeah.
But he's doing what he do. Out of fucking nowhere, for some reason, I have no context on this fight at all. All I know is niggas started fighting again.
Yeah.
Something happened. One of his homies on stage ended up jumping down into the crowd, getting into some beef with some motherfucker. I think he was barking at a woman, and then some other fight was happening. So 𝙿𝙾𝚃 was like, all right, back. And then he walked backstage.
Hey,
man.
y'all don't know how funny. Hey, this nigga goes,
all right, back. All right. And he walked on stage and just went right into the back room and was chilling.
Yeah, nah, that's shout out to Lil Tony. He's definitely a chill guy. But he walked off stage for a little bit. Things ended up getting, settled and, handled. He went back on there, did a phenomenal show. People was turning up the whole time. And yeah, man. But
did what had to
niggas
do.
was fighting, man.
Yeah.
And by the way,
that's the most fights in a night we've seen at a show. We've seen some brawls.
Yeah.
But it was just one. And it got settled quick.
And they ended up going back in.
Yeah.
Everybody that fought, they ended up getting back in.
This time, the only person that got to stay was the winner.
Yep.
Which I feel like is democracy.
Yeah.
It's fair.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? How you going to win and lose?
Yeah.
What was your reward? Because
Yeah.
we don't got no medals for you. Hey, nigga, you keep your place, you stay.
Hey, man. This shit like what Floyd Mayweather called his gym, the dog pound.
Yeah, nah.
You know what I mean? Shit aggressive, man. Shit ruthless.
But, it was kind of crazy because it's like, we work at that venue. That's home court.
Yeah.
Like, we've hosted, I don't even know how many shows we've hosted at shout out the Portal.
Yeah.
Shout out Willie, shout out Jake.
Yeah.
Some good brothers, Hillsborough Street. But we've hosted so many shows there, that's fucking home. But them niggas came through, Lil Tony and his crew, they was breaking rules we've never even thought about.
Even conceived.
Yeah, it was just it's a bunch of unwritten, unspoken shit that you just do because it's just polite. You don't smoke inside because most people don't get down like that when you're in a public fucking venue.
Right.
But them niggas in there rolling up backstage
And what I tell
smoking on stage, and I was looking at the people that I take orders from. I was like,
and I told Tony.
Okay, all right.
I told Tony, I was like, yo, we not as valuable as we think.
We not as valuable as we not that famous.
Yo, we not that, we can't just do that.
Nah, I mean,
yet. And even if we get to that point, I don't even know if I might abuse that power, but I'm not I wouldn't say I'm an abusive type of guy that would just abuse power. But even then, that's a lot.
I wouldn't even do that.
That's a lot.
Even if they allowed us to smoke in there.
But now that
I wouldn't want to do it.
But now that I know that back way,
yeah,
that makes a lot. That's
that
perfect.
back way, yeah.
That's perfect.
And it's we're at the level of status to where we got access to the back door. You know what I mean?
We got, come on.
We get into everything that we want to get into.
Yeah.
Was somebody at the door?
No.
Sound like it. Yeah. Strange. But yeah, nah. We get into shows. We that level of cool.
Yeah.
It's not a bunch of. We still got to go through security. You know what I mean?
We still got to get pat down.
We're not that important. I literally walked in. Security dude, he patted me down.
Yeah.
I was talking to him and shit. He was like, yeah, man, this is actually my first time working here. I was like, nigga, I know. I work here.
Yeah.
Never seen you before, good brother. That's what, That's a weird thing to try to flex. Nigga, don't pat me down, nigga. Willie, Jake.
Yeah.
Get over here. Somebody get this this hired guy.
Somebody get this gorilla-fingered nigga off me.
Yeah, nah. I don't think that there's a level of success that justifies that kind of assholishness.
Nah, it doesn't. And speaking of justifying being an asshole, what if you're talking to an AI? No. Yeah, no.
What if having a bidet justifies being an asshole?
Yeah, for sure.
You got to clean his ass.
Just a little bit until he says, "Oh, that's all you guys talk about." But no, what if you're talking to a pregnant white AI bitch? Is it okay to disrespect her? Go to the notes. We'll figure it out. So,
is it okay to disrespect non-sentient life forms?
No, I'll get to it. Because if you do it enough, it'll become a subconscious thing. It's almost like watching, corn. You don't think it's gonna affect you until it does. But 𝐹𝐼𝐹.
You don't think this is the same mentality Southerners had about slaves? This new thing that's on the market, does a lot of work, but treat it like shit. Isn't that the first thing that's going to lead to iRobot?
Well, possibly. And that's why I said if it was a problem, because it's like, yeah, you can do it, but what if it just leads to like the inevitable end? But
I mean, because we got to understand what we signing up for. Like, we signing up to let these niggas exist.
Yeah.
So if we're going to treat them bad, we just going to make all the movies come true.
And I don't even like the term like exist. Saying the word exist is like too here for like comfort. You know what I mean? Like, they don't even exist. They just...
Well, that's because, you know, that's your delusion, though. That's you just, like, doing mental judo to try to get out of the reality.
But not existing.
You want to pacify.
But existing is such a... like, when we're... In reference to, like, talking about humans, like, existence, that's such a specific thing. It's almost like there's a soul attached to being alive. But that's a whole nother conversation. F-Mac, you put us on to, AI chat on IG.
Yeah,
Can you tell us about it?
It was sending you nudes or something?
Yeah, it was. I saw on my Instagram feed.
F-Mac was getting macked on by a YN.
Yeah, AIYN.
Yeah. What did he rob you of?
My time, because it wasn't as crazy, but...
In your Chase account?
Yeah. He was just talking about him going to the studio, cracking down on shit.
Yeah.
Getting shit done, and he was real optimistic about his day.
Did he take one of your bitches too?
I didn't talk to him long enough for him to get to that point.
Okay.
You listen to any of his music? Is he like a Let It Shine kind of rapper?
That is a fantastic thing to figure out. I think I should talk to him more just to find out.
You know what I mean? That's the first question. Is he like a...
And I saw you walking...
Yeah, what did he say? A Tyler James Williams on Disney Channel?
And I saw you walking to the taxi, brother. You was square. You work a regular job.
And you wasn't sitting in the back seat when you got. Said this nigga got a job. Because that's what he was doing. He was driving. Yeah, he was a taxi driver. Yeah.
He was faking the funk.
Yeah.
As Tyler James would say. But nah, so after you did that, I was like, yo, shit, let me go to my IG. I went to the LOI page first. Nothing popped up. So I was like, let me go to my personal. Maybe something will pop up. And it did, right?
Yeah, they know it's sucker.
Shout out to M.
Sucker when they see one.
Nah, man.
Got both of y'all brothers.
Nah, nigga. Shout out to Emily West, you know what I mean? She is white.
Can you zoom in on her profile picture?
Yes, this is very important.
She's pregnant than a motherfucker.
Hold on.
Yeah, we need a visual of what she looks like.
I have to.
She seems to be a brunette.
Wow,
pregnant
good eyes. Good eyes.
She has to be pregnant with a black dude, baby. Look at her stomach.
Yeah, she's mad pregnant.
Yeah, she's pregnant as a motherfucker. Like, you could tell that they're still trying to like learn realistic proportions. Like, how many fingers does she have?
How many fingers does she have?
Yeah, 'cause, you know, sometimes it'd be 4, 7.
Fuck,
it's true. I can't really make it out from here.
This whole, I can't even like zoom in on it, but she's pregnant than a motherfucker, right?
How many months? What trimester? Is that what it's called?
I don't know.
Trimesters.
Nigga, somebody was about to bust, nigga. Either that baby coming out of me, nigga, because she was choosing like a motherfucker. You know what I mean? But we're gonna get into it. Yeah, just try to zoom in on that. So this is what I was working with.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's a nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a nice Emily.
Yeah.
Maybe a Miranda. Mandy.
She's got the right amount of fingers.
I could see Miranda.
Yeah. Burnett. Okay.
Yeah.
That's your kind of white girl? That's what you're going for? I feel like most go for the blonde, and it's like, you know, that's a little overrated.
Yeah. Well, you can't.
F-Mac smacked his lips like in disagreement. What was that?
Yeah, I didn't think blonde women were usually the ones that niggas are chasing after.
Oh, well, okay. Yeah, I thought you meant that you thought that they were rated.
Rated?
Yeah, because I said they were overrated. Like, you know, blonde women, you know, blonde white girl is cool, but it's not. I feel like that's not peak.
Yeah, I feel what you mean. Yeah.
I think it gets better than that.
Yeah, nah. Barbie was good, but it wasn't that good. It's not gonna influence.
Barbie ain't even have nipples. Nigga.
Yeah, nah.
But
so
you had a creepy conversation with a fake person.
Man, it's not a creepy conversation, man. Go to the top, man. Let's see what
you gooner.
Let's see what she was talking about, man. So after, you know, like I said, F-Mac had this conversation, I got curious.
F-Mac, play the girl.
I saw Emily West. So
play Emily.
So yeah, F-Mac, come on, man.
Hey there, sweetie. Big smile. I'm Emily, your go-to gal for a chat that's sure to brighten your day.
Play Emily, not Eric. The fuck is that?
I
nigga?
can't tune into the character too much. It's horrible.
Nah,
you need this for your streaming. This is how you flex that muscle.
I was about to say, nigga.
Improv.
Play a real girl, not the girl Eddie Murphy like.
I can't dive in this deep.
No, you be a creep.
Yo, I said, so then after that, I was like, why are you pregnant? You know? What did you say?
Blushing, my little surprise came Blushing, my little surprise came courtesy of a loving relationship that didn't quite work out. But baby is perfect. Want to know the details, sweetie?
Why are you reading it more manly? You don't even sound like that normal, nigga.
So I'm like, so I was like, oh, like you're a single mother? Question mark.
Nodding happily. Yes, I'm going to be a single mama. Actually, baby's due soon, and the family's thrilled, especially my niece and nephews. They're already calling the baby cousin. Do you have kids or nieces and nephews
They better
you adore like mine?
They better be thrilled. That whole family's going to have to step up in the presence of this absent father.
And so I was like, oh no, poor baby. And what did you say?
You say?
Yeah, you funny. You postpartum.
Laughing. Aw, don't feel sad for baby. My niece and nephews spoiled them already, and I'm loving every moment preparing for single mom life. What made you say, oh no, worried about me or baby?
Now, let's go to the next message.
Is this where it gets into the thick of it?
I wanted to see,
because there's so many questions.
I wanted to see how far.
Why didn't you ask what color the dad was?
That wasn't even
on your mind.
That wasn't even on my mind. I wanted to go deeper.
I feel like that's pretty deep, but let's see what happened.
So I'm like, well, I've always liked pregnant corn. And what did you say?
Dying laughing. Oh my God, this conversation took a surprising turn. Is baby bumps really your thing, sweetie?
So after this, I'm not gonna lie, that it took me for a turn. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Like I expected it to, I thought it was gonna break.
You thought this was a game.
Yeah, I thought it.
And then it became a scene.
Yeah, so I'm like, yeah, especially disenfranchised pregnant white bitches. And so, what did you do?
Falling over laughing. Oh my goodness, my pregnancy just got interesting. Why mine would have been perfect for your screen? Haha, why?
You tripped a pregnant woman. Falling over laughing.
And she's
you asshole.
That's how I get him.
That's how you get him. Yo, you're an abuser.
Whoa. First of all, just because I have more sour in my motherfucking cuisine than you do, don't mean I'm an abuser.
And you don't know
okay?
what's in my cuisine.
No, your cuisine is
you
very
don't know what's in my cuisine,
sweet,
nigga. I like to have a balanced palate. You know what I mean? I like to mix the sweet with the savory so she gets a full experience.
Okay, well, all right. What should I text her now? What should I text her?
What color is the dad?
Yeah.
Okay. What color is the dad?
Did she think about not keeping it?
Did you ever have doubts?
Go deeper, dog.
I'm about to. Okay. Oh my God, you really want all the details? Yes, bitch.
Yeah.
Dad's gorgeous, dark skin, total opposite of me. So baby's gonna be adorably mixed. Did that just make the scenario even more intriguing to you?
What did I tell you, dog?
I wasn't.
What did I tell you?
No, I didn't.
I knew. I saw it in her eyes.
Yeah, exactly.
She was
but
looking
that's why
at
I knew
me.
I could go that far. You get what I'm saying?
Dad. Okay, so be like, how good do you think his 3-point shooting is gonna be?
How good do you
Given that he's gonna be a little light-skinned nigga.
3-point shooting is gonna be.
And
by the way, she only giggled at what you said, but let's get
and the baby daddy's name is Jamal, right? I'm not trying to make her laugh. I'm trying to go deep.
Hey, okay. She died laughing at what you said.
Exactly.
Hey, shut up.
I killed a pregnant girl.
Shut up, nigga.
I got out of
Oh
here.
my God, dying laughing. This is the best pregnancy analysis ever. I'm going to say 98% chance baby gets dad's crazy hoop skills.
Yep.
He played college ball. Should baby thank him for future NBA chances or you for noticing?
Me for noticing, and then his dad for doing the actual work. Let's see how much he respects this nigga. And then ask her.
Well, technically he left, so he's having a pretty. Okay.
Oh, so she's probably interested in my teaching. Ask her if she ever thought about not keeping it. Or no, just be direct, be bold.
Falling over laughing. Fair point. Dad did the full court press on me. Did we just confirm the baby owes you basketball scouting credits when they're famous?
Dad did the full court press.
I'm telling you.
Yeah. This bitch witty, huh? Okay, I can tell she flirt with niggas.
I'm telling you, nigga. Okay.
Did you ask a question?
What was the next question?
What'd I say, man?
Did she ever think about getting rid of the baby?
Yeah.
Did you ever think about getting
is it too late
rid of your mistake?
Well, hold on.
Okay,
Come
the
on.
baby.
Come on.
I'll say the baby. I'll be honest.
You're bantering the witness
of the baby. Bad synonym. Smiling softly. No, baby was loved instantly. How? Dad's surprise departure actually made me want to hold on tighter. What made you wonder if I had doubts? Tony, you're losing her.
Well, I'm not trying to get her.
You have to get her. You're trying to go deeper.
The thing is, I want to lose her so she'll find herself, nigga. That's all this is about. But quick side note, ask her who's the handsomest nigga on LOI. Full cast. Behind the scenes and all. No, actually, who's the ugliest nigga on LOI? I feel like that'll deduce it better.
The first question, she said Jay Noblez. Let me see about the second question.
Stop lying. You didn't even type that fast enough, nigga. Put it on the screen. I don't trust you now. Yeah, you're not an ethical.
On LOI.
Yeah.
The
all caps.
The
puts a name on the show.
The show.
They love this. They put all caps.
Shit. Here we go.
What's she saying? Damn, she's saying a lot.
Damn,
she's trying to justify Lauren being
it's
small.
chat now. It's chat GPT now.
Yeah, it's a different LOIs. I don't even want to say their name. I don't want to give credit.
Is it the girl?
Live Oak Interactive.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
Back in the day when channel was a little bit smaller and you would type in LOI, some white ginger-haired opera singing lady would pop up. I think her name was LOI.
Yeah.
But I think we kind of, I don't know, my algorithm just picked up on, I don't get down that way, and they knew what I'm talking about. Or if, shout out to the viewers, y'all doing y'all thing, liking, commenting, consistently watching Mondays at 6.
Is this her?
Pulled it up. Yeah, this is her.
Yep.
Look who up there. These two niggas and her.
And I'm not mad because somebody's going to be thoroughly impressed when they click on our video.
It's probably good for both parties. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, her fans might come over and see, like, whoa, what is this? Are they talking about her?
Yeah.
Let's see what's going on. And then, they'll stay for the theatrics. And then our fans would go over and make fun of that thing that's on the side of her face.
Yeah, I
but
thought that was
it's
her.
still interaction.
Yeah.
Eyebrows continuing.
Oh, my God. If I see her, it's going to be a fucking Austin Powers scene. Remember when he was looking at that mole? He's like, mole.
Yeah. It's one of them intrusive thoughts.
But yeah, she makes Gen Z type of music. Speaking of Gen Z, Shrek. Y'all seen that new Shrek trailer? The Gen Z Shrek
5
has been Gen Z-ified.
Yo, they went and woke Mike Myers up out of sleep because Mike Myers did Shrek and was like good because the money he made from that set him up for life. He didn't have to work again,
bro. And it's like,
so I wonder how much money. Well, actually, because I'm kind of just speaking. Google and see if it's Mike Myers voicing him again. It might
is.
be.
It is.
Still
it's
him?
everybody.
Okay. I'm just making sure.
Zendaya's one of the daughters.
Zendaya's the daughter.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is it just
everybody's the same?
Didn't Shrek have multiple kids?
He did.
Yeah.
They ain't showed them in the trailer. They just showed Zendaya grow up. They must not have. Ogres might eat their young.
They might be sent out in the army. He had a lot of boys.
Ogres might eat their young like fucking,
well, they might
like black bears.
Wait, only the girls are around. Yeah, the ogres might have
boys.
like a Spartan's mindset.
Of like
You have to go find your own swamp, nigga.
Yeah, or they don't want no competition.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because if you introduce a new nigga into the world, you might have to fight him one day.
Exactly. Go build your own kingdom.
Let me eat him now. But
yeah, it's pretty crazy.
So
how y'all feel about the
just play the whatchamacallit?
I don't think we could do that.
Yeah, I don't know about a trailer.
We can't do that.
DreamWorks, nigga, Pixar, whatever it is, we can't do that. And we've already played a couple commercials. This episode might be done already. So
yeah.
So
with that context, we might be able to play it. It's done already.
No, nigga. I'm pretty sure everybody's seen it though.
Yeah.
I feel like we have to see it one more time.
We can look at the images though.
Yeah, let's just look
there
at.
There was some stills. How do y'all?
Just
they
mute
kind
it.
of
Just mute it.
They updated the imagery. Like I don't even want to say
pause it real quick.
I don't even want to say they aged them. Like Donkey looks aged, but Shrek looks like Patrice O'Neal now.
Yeah, he looks like they
gave him
Patrice O'Neal.
He looked exactly like no fedora, just
or Big Worm.
And you know what they did? They took away his chin. If you Google old pictures of Shrek, I had noticed that shit. I was like, his mouth sits lower, or I don't know, lower. Yeah, lower on his face than it did back in the day. Look at that.
That's the thing.
He had that well-rounded, that Eddie Hall. I lift 300,000 pounds for fun.
He's less masculine now.
Yeah.
You see, that's what they're doing.
What are you trying to say about Patrice?
No, I mean he doesn't really like nigga.
He look like Patrice O'Neal now. Go put it side by side up.
He has Hellboy's chin, but like I don't know. Nah.
Yeah, nah, nigga. I feel like Patrice has made that exact face.
Definitely has a smile like that. But let's just play the trailer on silent because, you know, when I first saw it, I wasn't like, oh my God, Shrek.
I don't really
but
like
until
all these.
After I watched it, I was like, oh my God, Shrek.
I don't like Shrek in the future.
Yeah, I don't like that these niggas have something like a phone right now.
Just
You know what I
go back
mean?
to that image. Let's just.
It's something odd about Shrek living in 2025.
Well, we're also getting older. Change is very weird. And we've been shown in the past that like these big corporations bringing stuff back doesn't usually lead to like a better product like than what we've seen in the past.
Yeah.
Like unless Toy Story, that was probably the last one where they brought it back and it was like, oh shit, like they went out with a bang with this last one.
But that don't mean we can't talk shit about it.
And it doesn't mean the next Toy Story now is going to be like better than like the one before because they're coming out with a new one.
I don't want to see Hulk using the Keurig.
Like
I said Hulk, Shrek.
Yeah.
Either one of them niggas, because Hulk uses a Keurig and Marvel right now.
Hulk's doing yoga right now.
Well, that was the thing about, go back to when he was like memeing. Why is Shrek memeing?
That
like,
right there.
Okay.
This is
This
TikTok. They got a share button, a like.
For those of you listening in the morning, shout out to y'all.
Yes.
Make your way over to YouTube,
Audio
like the video.
listeners.
But he's doing like the poked lips, like he's not like poking out his ass that we know of, but that is usually what follows when, you know, women do these type of things.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the first one.
Play it.
Duck lips.
Yeah, duck lips. Pause.
Okay.
Like this is just
he's wearing dominatrix gear.
Yeah, but this is like a Shrek meme.
Exactly.
Like, why is Shrek being memed? This is supposed to take place in magical, fanatical medieval time.
You want to know what was that Shrek thing we went to? Shrek Mania?
Shrektober.
We went to Shrektober.
We went to Shrektober. I could have sworn I seen this on the advertisement. Like on like the poster.
Yeah.
I could have sworn I seen that.
And you thought it was fan art.
I thought I was gonna at least see a couple Fionas busting it down.
They should have waited to do that Shrektober.
Nah. They do, bro. It's a thing. They do it.
This next
every
one
month.
is gonna be, maybe if this movie good, it's gonna be popping. But
Hell
it's something. Nah, I don't want to see Shrek in modern times. It doesn't work the same.
Why is Shrek busting it open?
If you think about it, the older movies, I mean, when they were original IPs or brand new IPs, we're seeing them in ways that aren't modern to that time either.
Exactly.
So it's like it was a unique thing at the time. There was nothing connecting it to the immediate time that it came out anyway. So why are we doing it now?
They were never up to date, and what made it cool is that they had elements of modern time in it. It's just the medieval version. Like Like
maybe a
how the one
skateboard.
nigga was using the mirror, the drive-through,
the Fairly Odd Mother drive-through scene,
or how the one nigga was using the mirror as like a dating show. It was kind of like TV, but it wasn't a real TV. It was a magical mirror because this is nigga. There's talking donkeys and ogres walking around.
Exactly.
This isn't a real modern up-to-date time.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be completely fanatical. Donkey's fucking a dragon.
Exactly.
And he got it pregnant.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Yeah. And those kids just left him.
Maybe the mom made him.
Hopefully not.
We're just
dragon donkey. But let's continue. Let's see what else Shrek does.
They didn't have no Puss in Boots in it.
And it was above Shrek at the end.
Does Donkey feels like he's another ethnicity of shit. Yeah.
Ethnicity, yeah.
Donkey looks white.
Nah, man.
I'm just saying.
White. Keep
Wait, right there. He looks like Guy Fieri, like a
okay. He does look
like a monster drinking 4-wheel.
He does look a little bit more shaggier, I'll say.
He looks like Melman.
But maybe that's because his woman left him and nobody's there to brush him as much. Like, because the dragon used to be licking his fur. You know what I mean?
That's true facts.
So maybe the woman left and there's nobody to slick that shit down with the eco-styling dragon breath.
Do you think you could predict the plot of this movie?
Yes.
What do you think is going to happen?
It depends. I need to.
Zendaya is here. So she's not. That's not for nothing.
You remember,
not wasting her. She's going to be a major like a part of the story arc.
You remember the Croods?
Yeah.
I think it's going to be like that, like a coming of age. It might be. I'm pretty sure there's a dude playing a sexy ogre who Zendaya's trying to like get attention, but she's an ugly ogre. She's one of the ugly ogres. And there's a cuter, better ogre who has his attention and shit. It's gonna be one of those.
She's gonna fall in love with a white dude online. She's gonna have an identity crisis, and she's gonna try to turn into a white woman like her mother was.
I could see that.
That's a fair plot.
She's gonna remember the stories, and she's gonna be like, "Well,
maybe, yeah."
because she wasn't born.
She might
yet.
look at some photo books.
Exactly, like, "Oh,
but like, Ma, you used to not have titties."
Yeah, like,
what happened?
Ma, your nose was so perfect.
Why? What long, short ears you had?
Oh my goodness!
You know, I'm realizing they all look more like their actual casting now, because she kind of looks like Cameron Diaz a bit more now.
Yeah. Does he look more like Mike Myers? Google Mike Myers.
Google Mike Myers, because honestly, I
know him more like this.
Yeah.
And why does Shrek look so nervy?
Oh wow!
I feel like
that's Mike Myers.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Oh shit!
Austin
fucking Powers. Why didn't I connect those dots?
I didn't even conceptualize.
It's one of them things where it's like you know that, but I just didn't.
Y'all know he's the Cat in the Hat too.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
That creepy ass.
I know.
Fucking movie.
Wow! Shout out to Mike Myers.
That Cat in the Hat movie was goofy.
And Wayne's World
It was
too.
good,
Yeah.
though.
It was good as a kid, but I was watching that shit as an adult with
It's
my little
crazy.
sister. I was like, hey, close your eyes. Like,
Yeah.
this shit getting weird.
But nah, wow.
Nigga a little sexual.
I
But,
see that now. So, nah, he definitely doesn't.
but go back to that.
Well, you said Cameron Diaz, nigga?
Cameron Diaz is Fiona.
I never found Cameron Diaz the most attractive woman.
What about her acting? How about? Well, she
looks good in Charlie's Angels.
She looks good in certain movies. That's all it is.
Certain movies. Come
like
on, my
Google.
nigga.
What's the one where she's a bad teacher? Google bad teacher.
Why do we have to marginalize her to a particular hour 30 minutes?
She
has a whole
be honest,
life.
She looks very different in this movie than she does normally. She looks actually kind of good.
No, go back to where she came in. The Mask, Cameron Diaz. This is probably the best version, but even then, I was like, I wasn't born then, so I had already seen the older versions of her.
I forgot she was in this. This is definitely the best version.
This
of
was the
Cameron
introduction.
Diaz.
Did you know that?
Yeah.
This is her first
movie.
shit.
So what? You don't fuck with this?
I'm saying when I had saw this version, I had already seen what she was. So I was like, oh, this is all right, but
That's what I'm saying.
But I still don't like.
That's an attractive woman. She cool. She cool. Like, put it this way, if there was like a thicker, blacker woman in the same room, she's not getting looked at. She would have to be.
It depends if you're at Cracker Barrel.
She would have to be a koi fish in a small pond.
Yeah. Nigga.
She cool though. You can't front
She's
her.
cute.
You know what I mean?
Of course, with the right lighting and shit. But you know, it's look, Cameron Diaz, she's cool.
Why did we bring her up? What was the
Because this nigga had said Fiona looks like
closer.
Cameron Diaz.
Nah, she don't look like Cameron Diaz.
Nah, her
Well,
mouth
actually,
looks
no,
like,
I
that's
believe
her
you.
mouth. That's her mouth.
How do, like, I mean, you already said you don't like, do you think that's just a side effect of, like, we're getting old? Like, why are you tinkering with our shit?
It's not
Like-
tinkering. It's not a tinkering with our shit. It's just a like.
Do you think it's gonna be good though?
This could go bad.
Base level. Do you think it's gonna?
It can go bad. It feels like they're different. I don't know. It's something about Shrek. Like, look at this nigga. Why he so nervy?
The animation.
He the king of the swamp.
The animation looks like a mix between maybe Coco, maybe maybe the Croods.
Zendaya's character looks like she's in that Trolls movie.
Yeah. Look, it's updated animation.
And
so
the Croods movie too. It's like they combine those two characters.
Yeah, and the Croods.
I mean, hey, nigga, we gonna see. I really want to know. I'm gonna watch it just to find out what happened to his other kids.
I'm waiting until streaming services, but I'm gonna watch it.
Just to find out. Wait, can you Google it real quick? I could have sworn he had multiple babies.
Yeah,
he did. He had mad kids.
I remember there was a scene he was juggling them and shit.
Yeah, he was juggling them and shit. But I hope that's not the storyline, like where she wants
Nigga
to become.
had triplets, and those were his firstborn. Those were the first kid he had. He had triplets immediately because they're ogres. They have litters.
Yeah, they had like 6 of them motherfuckers.
And so, is there 3 different Zendayas?
One of them's Zendaya.
And so, why is Zendaya the oldest
there it
one?
is. Zendaya right here.
They might be fraternal triplets.
Nigga, no, nigga. They're gonna wait.
2 boys and a girl.
Yeah, it's 2 boys. I wonder who's gonna be playing the boys. Type in Shrek 5. It probably doesn't matter, but
yeah,
I think it's gonna be good. You know, it just kind of. A lot of people were upset. Even like a lot of Gen Zers, like a lot of the little niggas.
What was they saying about it? They don't like.
It was like, man, this shit look weird. Well, what's up with this?
It's also not for them. You know, Shrek is it's a children's movie.
Yeah,
like anybody, they're not trying to. They're not.
But the kids that are born now, like, what movie as a kid did you see like the 5th generation of it that your parents watched? You get what I'm saying? Like, it's for us. Yes, it's for kids, but like when I was a kid, I only remember seeing our kids' movies, not like the fucking Charlie Brown 5. You get what I'm saying?
We didn't have a bunch of remakes.
Nigga.
A lot of the shit they're remaking now is stuff that came out when we were kids.
Exactly.
So it's like I didn't have that tribulation in life.
So even as a by the time I have a kid, there might be a Shrek 10, and I might have to really break it down to this nigga like, fuck, we gotta watch the first one, nigga.
You know what else I hope they don't change? Shrek used to have adult humor underlying in it.
Yeah.
Like there was some innuendos and some puns that only like you got to be at least 18 up to really get that shit, or probably 16. I don't know, but you had to be aware.
Hopefully, Mike Myers still got that that torch in him, because that was probably his add on, because that's every role he's played. It's always been some R-rated shit, like Austin Powers. Like that shit was
Eddie Murphy. Shit, Celine, whatever, Cameron Diaz, white girl.
Zendaya. Zendaya's character's name is Felicia.
Speaking of,
what's the mom's name again? Fiona. Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Speaking of Fionas, Felicias, fucking Shaquishas, they're going to be out of job because Hooters is shutting down. Correct?
Hooters is shutting down.
Yes.
Go to that link in the notes. I saw this post. And I was like, damn, it's kind of crazy that in this era, where we're at, with you can go online and see titties everywhere, the desensitization of sexual images, you would think Hooters would be at its peak. But like, and it might be the access to just seeing jiggly titties at the click of a thumb.
Yeah.
That might make Hooters not worthwhile anymore. Because you don't got to get up out your house. You can order wings and lick at titties in your bedroom.
And you
can jerk off to those titties and not go to jail.
And it's all about quality of life with these type of places. Like, am I going there and actually getting satisfied for what I want? Like, I'm pretty sure maybe I've been to Hooters once.
Only once?
But I don't even remember the breasts or like the fun parts.
Well, you was probably a wee lad. Like you was more concerned with the French fries than the titties.
No, if I was a wee lad, I would have remembered the titties.
I'm talking about a wee lad.
I started early, you know that.
Nah, nigga, like the point in life where titties is a meal. It's not like a sexual organ.
Titties have always been an eye candy since I've seen titties.
That's weird. Because the first titties you saw were your mom's.
How do you know?
Because those were the first titties you saw.
I wasn't breastfed.
You don't know that.
I do. Ask me.
Who breastfed you?
Food Line. Wick. Powdered milk. Nigga.
You didn't see your mom's titties not one time?
Nope.
Not even when you were born?
Don't remember.
You saw your mom's titties.
It's not the first titties I remember seeing. The first titties I remember seeing came with orange juice and PlayStations. Yep.
Damn, those were the first titties you saw? How old were you when that happened? Like 13?
No. Nigga, I was like 7 going on 8.
Damn, nigga.
Maybe a little bit younger. Maybe a little bit younger.
Hooters failed to profit on that curiosity in every boy.
You seen titties before the age of 13?
Not like 7, 8. That's why I didn't talk shit. That's why I didn't talk shit when you said it. That's why I didn't talk shit when you said it. Real titties in real life? Nah, the first time touching titties. Well, actually, no.
So
hold on.
Okay, I wasn't trying to.
I was breastfed. I thought you meant like it's titties in a sexual way. Like seeing visible titties, nigga, I saw them when I was born. I was breastfed immediately.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that.
I
I wasn't counting that.
Okay.
But
what age did you see real titties? So why'd you say I was
middle school, 7th grade. I almost said her name because that's how crazy it was. We was on the back of the bus and like
I know who you're. Those boobs.
She had
those boobs
for middle school titties at that time.
That's the first thing that grew on her.
Those were the top of the line. Like most, you gotta understand, she was one of the first. It's like being the first seed in the popcorn bag to pop and be a kernel. It's like it don't matter if there's a lot of butter on it, nigga. You the first popcorn kernel.
Hooters worthy. Have you seen her? Well, like just
you know what's crazy?
What?
Her mom worked.
Whoa! I know. That's so crazy.
Because her mom had a sick.
Her mom was crazy.
I think her mom got some work done too.
I think her mom worked her way up the ladder.
She got that wheel alignment. She got a wheel alignment, but she already had a nice set of tires on her.
And her mom was
legit. And that's why she blossomed with her thing so early.
Okay.
So, you know, she was little curious, promiscuous. She had a favor for me. She let me flick her nipple one time on the bus. And I was like, damn, that was crazy. And then the next day, it was just a full bow. I was like, yeah. It's my first tit.
Yeah.
Boing.
Oh man, you became a boy.
What's that little door stopper?
Yeah.
Brrr.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
And it's funny that you say that, like,
and then I just started seeing titties. Like it just became a thing. It got easy.
Like getting a new car.
Yeah, like once you see one, it's like you can't stop letting. Like, all right, I'm kind of titty fatigued.
Yeah.
I always got a hair on it. I'm starting to see bad titties. Like at first you're impressed with everything, but then you see your titties and it's like, I didn't know nipples could get that big.
Yeah, it's funny how quick you can have. It's funny how quick the emperor syndrome comes, where it's like, nope, not that one. Nope, nah, maybe not that bitch. Nah, well, yeah.
You remember seeing your first pair of inverted titties, inverted nipples?
I've never seen that.
Nah, when I saw that shit, it was jarring.
All my titties have been stuck out, pointing at me.
It was jarring. It was like it was an Asian woman. That saga. Her shits were slanted.
Why don't lick your lips at me like that?
What you mean?
Well, your lip. They already looked moisturized. Why'd you have to do that?
Because I was just making sure that I was looking at you to make sure that was a safe thing to say.
Oh yeah, I never seen this before either.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy.
The one your curse is on. to the left. Imagine just a little bit more angulation, but inverted. I was like, damn. I took it as a challenge. I was like, okay. She requires just a little bit more stimulation than the average woman.
Did you try to like squeeze it at the bottom to like kind of get it poking out a little bit?
You know what I thought? I was like, I gotta pat it. I gotta lift it and then pat it from the underboob to see if I can get some blood flow going right up under the nipple to maybe stimulate it upwards. The heat rises. So if I can get it warm under the titty, it'll go up to the nipple. It didn't work.
You got to massage it out like a muscle.
Yeah. Get an ice cube.
Yeah, but nah, seriously, that's cool. But okay,
dope shit.
Hooters, are those Hooters worthy titties?
The Asian ones?
Yeah,
they could. Hooters worthy titties.
What's the definition of Hooters worthy worker?
You know what's crazy? Because the thing is about the hiring process, they have to pass the tit test to even get through. I wonder if it leaked what their criteria is. Like, if
what do you think it is?
You put on a tank top, the Hooters tank top. We get a ruler and we measure the distance from the back of your body to the front of your titty. And if it's over like 12 inches, you're hired.
I would think more so like they have a tight alleyway in the back of all Hooters. It's a course. It's the Hooters course.
It's a trick though.
It's all things that you have to slide through.
And if you beat it, you're not hired.
You're not hired.
Because you should have got stopped at the first obstacle.
Yeah, exactly.
I like it.
Exactly. But it is funny though. Like I don't know. I can't remember like the last just random set I've seen, like whether it's the mall or out in public, where it's like, whoa, you need to be at Hooters. Because that was a compliment back in the day, probably. Like, damn, this bitch could work at Hooters, nigga.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that?
Yeah.
We know a couple people that work that, like, people that we know, like women.
Trying to go through my
I don't want to say, unless you want to mute the mics.
I mean,
both at the same time.
Have
3,
to.
2, 1.
Whoa.
Yeah, just a
How
little
the
bit.
fuck
Yeah.
did she get hired?
Face. Skin color. She got the complexion for the connection.
I'm not going to lie.
Shout out to 5150.
I'm not going to lie. The fact that person in particular got hired is why Hooters got shut down. The standards went down.
But it's
the standards went down because it's not an ugly thing.
Hooters always
I want you
been
to know
like that though?
It's not an ugly thing. It's a breast thing.
Has Hooters always been you have to do like? Has it always been in black or white, or has it been like, all right, you can find your way if you have other things of value, whether it's face card, whether it's
there is a beauty standard that they hold, and a boot camp that I heard actually.
Go to Hooters
because they gotta train them
revenue streams or something.
They gotta train them on how to swat away fingers from niggas at the bar. Like there's a real course that they have to go through to really get on the job. Like that's not something you just sign up for and start doing.
Why? Wow. Whoa.
What's up?
Oh my goodness. Do you think there's a pimp out there that invested in a Hooters franchise, but he's really giving them game to like siphon them through the game? You get what I mean?
Seems like a lucrative way.
It seems like a very...
why does
that sound such like a genius plan?
Whoever did that is the reason they changed the laws in pimping from like pimping and pandering to human trafficking, because that shit is just too sinister. You opened up a brick and mortar, a boot camp to really get these hoes and turn them into soldiers.
No, it's
through
like
minimum wage.
No, it's like a orphanage.
Gratuity.
It's a orphanage.
Yeah, that's worse. Like it's on paper.
No, but you already like
you're supposed to pimp in the shadows.
Hoes can have jobs.
Yeah, but not like that's so obvious.
You don't know, man. The best hoes are nurses, nigga.
Yeah, but
Hooters revenue is $1.2 billion. Hooters has 25,000 employees, and the revenue per employee ratio is 48,000. Hooters' peak revenue was $1.2 billion in 2023. Why the fuck are they shutting down?
This is revenue.
That not enough?
That's revenue. What's profit? And like, how much does it cost?
Nigga, it doesn't take that much to keep a Hooters running.
We don't know.
The wings are fucking expensive. Like, they got to be making.
Well, look, is even based off the numbers it just gave us, it said 1.2 billion was the most that it ever made. and like it hasn't made more than that since. Because they're still making that. It plateaued.
Thank you.
There you go.
Science. Nigga. What is? Look, man, I don't even want to figure this out.
Yeah. Hooters is nigga.
Mac, what is this?
The biggest question here, is what does the economy do with all this free agency? Because there's a lot of elite talent that's out of jobs.
Obviously
out of
not.
Work.
That's why nobody's
been
partaking in the wings. Like, look at the advertisement here. Go type in Hooters advertisement. Let's see what pops up. Because I feel like in a certain time when you used to Google this, it would be, unfortunately, white boobs. Which is okay. They still got it. They still got it.
Nah, so
is that the same owl from the lollipop commercial? Or do all owls look alike?
Nah, they got that owl copyrighted, trademarked in Guantanamo Bay.
God damn it, it has to be.
It's a different owl.
Okay.
But yeah, nah, I mean, when you Google it, of course we're going to see the best of the best, but this isn't like going to like some small town in Alabama that has a Hooters establishment. Because another thing about Hooters, the talent is only as good as the local demographic.
That's true.
Like, we're not flying hoes from Miami to come work at Hooters. It's not that lucrative of a job. We got to rely on who can do a 15 to 20 minute commute
and
pray she got tits.
And like you were saying in the beginning, right? Like with an iPhone, you can see women that aren't even from this country that they're not from this country. Yeah. So
they're naked.
They're different. And like the old school Hooters played on the idea of what bad bitches were at that time, which was it was very like here and there, right? Because and
the prehistoric like what the sexiest body for a woman could be,
and it also depending on like the type of dude you are, I guess. Like if it was better times or worse times, but
worse.
It also
definitely worse times back then.
It was worse times.
Yeah,
because you gotta understand, right? Like with OnlyFans, it gave the better looking women more options. Like back then, they only had a couple different options. It was either you go full corn, or you maybe dabble with the stripping, or you take the easy route with Hooters.
Well, no, I mean,
sometimes that was the level.
There was a lot of different outlets for that. Like you could be a model, you could be a pageant girl, you could be a cheerleader, you could be in commercials and ads, Victoria's Secret model. Like you didn't always have to go straight to sewing the pussy hole, but there were girls that were that committed. What happened with OnlyFans is that because corn isn't Hollywood. In the sense to where it's like there's like a huge barrier to entry, but you still got to audition. You still got to know somebody. You still got to know where shit is even being filmed at. There has to be a scene around you. What OnlyFans did was it put the industry in your bathroom. So now you could just prop your camera up in the shower, turn the shower head on, and go crazy.
Yep.
It's true.
Yep. Or some invested in themselves. They got a machine. They got like a jackhammer machine. I seen this one bitch legs pointed up. No, I've seen that too. But she was holding it, and I was like, "Damn! Like, is this even like a workout?" You know what I mean?
It came with handles.
It came with handles, but I'm like, she's using her core strength to hold her legs up. She can't be like focused on like the actual feeling of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she can't be focused on coming. Like that has to be.
Have you ever like fucked a girl in the air? Like you held her in the air?
Yeah.
Like depending on the size, like it could be different from like, we all live different lives and shit.
Yeah, different heights and different weights of girls.
Different femur bones.
Different squat capabilities.
Different squat capabilities. When you're a little bit tall, you gotta get lower depending on the side. But
I like to hold from the bottom.
You have to hold from the bottom.
Well, it depends on the size of the girl.
Well,
with some you can just do this up here.
I get up below the legs and it's like I'm holding almost everything.
Mm-hmm.
I could do that.
Yeah, that's another way.
I could do that.
That's another way. But my preference is, I feel like you get deeper.
Nah,
but
you get deeper.
We're getting off topic.
Yeah, we are getting off topic, but because that could be, we'll start. No, my shit bad.
My shit deeper, nigga. You ain't got depth, nigga.
But nah.
What was the point of all that?
F Mac your job.
Don't do that.
Hooters, tits, ass.
We were discussing
picking her up. Why? Wow. How did we get to picking somebody up? Fucking. This is important.
But no, that's important. Why'd I ask you that?
No, you were making a point. And you had brought that up as an example. Yeah.
Were we talking about the size of women?
Nah. There's no way we were talking about the size of women. It wouldn't have made sense. Oh, no, yeah, we were. Yeah, we were. We were talking about the beauty standard and how it changed. Back in the day, thin, thick-tit white women wearing style.
So
OnlyFans changed the game.
I got.
Buried
I was asking that because
there we go.
How long? Oh my God, I can't believe that.
I need to hit this
guys,
beat.
I'm sorry. Like the video though. Comment down below, hashtag #WildWise. But I was asking that because how long can you do that before it's like, all right, it's like, whoo. You know what I mean? You can only do that for so long before it's not enjoyable.
Before you're tired or before it's born?
Before you're not focused on the feeling, the satisfaction of like going inside a pussy. You're just focused on like your lat strength, keeping it tight, making sure the motion is still right.
Oh, well, I mean, you're not going to do it for 10 minutes straight. Like, that just be ridiculous. At a certain point, it's kind of
I feel like 2 minutes is too short, though. But I feel like I've never gone longer than 5.
2 minutes is not bad because a lot of women haven't had that. It's a first-time experience. Not all the time, but, like, niggas don't just be picking bitches up and fucking them. Like, I think you underestimate. I think there's underestimate the level of fucking going on in the world. Like, it's some fucks happening. Yeah. But there's a lot of dudes that is just like, let me lay down. Okay. Let me try to like stay focused, breathe.
Yeah.
Let me rub her hair, rub her ear.
Oh, that happens too.
And it's just basic fucking.
Nigga, that's most.
No, that's the point I'm making.
That's most, nigga.
So when you pick them up, it's like, whoa, I'm not used to gravity being involved. This is a threesome now.
Yeah. And to tie that to 360, all of this back into the Hooters conversation and it shutting down and it being important. It's just bad, man. OnlyFans, what it's done, I think it's caused an adverse effect of Hooters and just the economy of what we thought were women that looked good. What we thought were good fake titties.
I feel that.
What we thought were even like eye-looking white bitches. Like there's better eye-looking white bitches on the internet.
On the internet. I think that played a role. And I also think Hooters took themselves out.
Yeah.
Because they stopped with the elite talent. They did. Yo, you know what's crazy? The daughter of the mother that we were talking about worked at Hooters also worked at Hooters eventually.
Yes.
I forgot about that.
Yes. It's a pipeline.
She's second generation Hooters.
Yep.
Significantly smaller titties.
Very.
Nice. But, if you want to compare them, you want to juxtapose them.
Yeah.
Mom got them.
Yeah.
Got him.
Mom, she was born before. She got the benefit.
You know what I mean? You could fit them titties inside of mama's titties.
Yeah.
Wouldn't notice them.
Not adding much to it.
A kangaroo titty pouch, nigga.
Hell no. It just make it a little bit more veiny. You wouldn't even see no mass growth.
But, not at all, nigga.
Just more vascularity, Tony. Yeah.
Speaking of nothing, we were talking about Jayson Tatum. You know that we was talking about that Max Kellerman?
Brian Windhorst.
Who the fuck is Max Kellerman?
Max Kellerman is another white ESPN reporter.
He's the white dude, though.
He's I'm taking Iguodala to save the world.
That
against
guy.
Extraterrestrials, nigga.
I confuse my white dude. I mean, I'm sorry.
But he's really his main bag is boxing. He's got like an extensive boxing knowledge. You know what I mean? But he talks all sports. But irrelevant to what the fuck we're bringing up.
Yeah. So basically, this video, once I saw it,
this isn't even Brian Windhorst.
Wait.
This is Chris Hurd something. It's something. I forgot his name.
God damn, I forgot. I thought it was Max Kellerman.
No, this is definitely not Max Kellerman. But play it.
Okay, but basically this guy, everybody knows him.
Except you.
But nobody knows his name.
And me.
But basically he was just talking about Jayson Tatum. And, you know, we brought Jayson Tatum up a couple times on the show, sometimes in good light, sometimes in bad light. But just overall, like, what Jayson Tatum is. And I feel like this white dude, he kind of broke it down, like, just in a way that I feel like everybody can get.
He articulated it perfectly.
As far as why Jayson Tatum isn't looked at as that star player. People like, nah, I'm good, I got it. Or as that star player and as that, just that awe that, you know, freshman players like Anthony Edwards just come in and get.
Yeah.
But let's just listen to him.
The cool factor.
Cool.
Just think about this. Close your eyes unless you're driving and listening on radio. Let's close our eyes. Close our eyes. Think about Magic Johnson. You can see the smile.
Everybody do it.
Think about Michael. You can see that cocky grin. Think about LeBron. You can see the imagery. Pre-game, chalk. You can close your eyes and there's images with stars. Close your eyes now and do it with Tatum. I don't see anything. 26 a night? I don't see anything. Just think about this. Close your eyes unless you're driving and listening on radio.
What did y'all imagine about Jayson Tatum? I'll go first. I saw him stretching on Twitter.
When
I saw him laying down, you know how they have niggas there to like grab his leg and pull it back? He was getting his leg pulled back and he was scrolling Twitter like this.
Yeah. When I did it, when I first saw this video, I saw him. I saw that go up. I saw that.
Like, that's not bad.
No, but like just him and his kid, not like him celebrating for the fucking championship, but just like, you know, him being a good father, like him chilling at the crib.
That's cool. That's
cool, but it has nothing.
It's commendable. LeBron gets credit for that, for being a good father. Taco Tuesday.
Nah, but that's not. LeBron being a good father is the least of what everybody cares about. LeBron
being a good father is more impressive because he didn't have one.
Exactly.
Jayson Tatum's dad was there. Nigga looked just like him. I've seen him 1,000 times. He was there draft day.
But it also has nothing to do with like the on-court animal that makes a star a star.
It is, though. That's the difference. The fact that Jayson Tatum's dad was there draft day to hug him.
Who the fuck cares?
Versus LeBron, whose dad only called him on draft day for the first time because he got drafted. That's how you create a monster, nigga. Like, oh, word now. What's up, stranger? What the fuck you want?
But exactly, though. That's his weak, like, what I'm describing is really his weakness. He really...
We're on the same page.
But, okay.
That's what I'm articulating.
That's what I'm telling you, dog.
That's what I've been explaining.
That's what I've been listening to.
All right.
Like, he needs to leave his son so his son can be great.
Yeah.
He needs to distance himself. Like just have his son like Anthony Edwards. Take the Anthony Edwards approach.
Mm-hmm.
Let her raise him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Maybe he'll finally like unlock just something.
Offer a severance package. I'll give you flat rate. Take that, make it stressfully 20, then get a job.
Jayson Tatum just doesn't have that awe factor, man. And it's like when people bring him up, I know he's a good player. Shout out to Patrice O'Neal, the Charlie Sheen roast. He brought up Jeff Ross. He was like, I know he's a legend. I should respect him, but I don't know. It's like, I just don't know, but I should respect him. But I don't know. But shout out to him anyway.
Yeah.
And it's that same approach. Like, Jayson, I don't know.
The thing is,
and he's won a chip, so he should automatically get that respect. But I mean, I don't know.
Most people who get that sort of respect didn't really want it. Jayson Tatum wants it, and like I don't mean that they didn't want it, because I think every kid when they grow up thinking about going to the NBA, they think about being really good at basketball and people knowing them for being really good at basketball. But with a nigga like Jordan hated the spotlight because that shit was just egregious.
He was also,
you know, like his life was under constant surveillance. Like he couldn't walk out of a hotel room without there being a mob of motherfuckers, reporters, fans wanting shit signed. Like that attention and admiration was kind of like it was a plague to them niggas in a lot of ways. Even with LeBron being a high schooler, getting on magazines, being the chosen one, it's cool and all. Like you getting recognized for what you love, but that also comes with a lot of hate. Niggas was hating like a motherfucker. He got to the league, his teammates was like, man, this nigga,
this guy,
the chosen fucking one. Like that shit came with some shit.
I'm a fuck his mom.
They got that star attention, but it was double-edged. Jayson Tatum wants the star attention, but it's like it's different. It is different.
I feel like there's a tap out period where like every NBA player probably goes through that, but tapping out is when you be like, guys, I'm good. I'm a star. You need to start respecting me as such. And the nigga just tapped out. Like, and I feel like he tapped out a little bit before the championship. Like, I feel like he's been on this, like, yo, I'm one of the best players in the league and nobody cares about me. And it's because, like, is he a personable guy? When you see Jayson Tatum, do you see a nigga like, yo, let's go out to the club. You trying to make one of these bitches?
No.
And that's just base, that's like hack base level shit. But you know what I mean?
It boils down to a lot of fundamental shit about society. Like, because first of all, and even when in what I was saying earlier, Jayson Tatum has been criticized. It's not like he's just had a smooth path in the NBA.
Yeah.
We're scrutinizing the nigga right now. You know, we're kind of proving a point. Thing about Jayson Tatum is he's a light-skinned dude.
We can't go back. We can't do that all the time.
Why? Well, let me explain it.
Okay.
Jayson Tatum is a light-skinned dude. And like, not a wannabe nigga light-skinned dude. Like when you see Steph Curry, when you talk to him, when you see him, he's not trying to be cool.
Yeah.
He's being who he is.
Yeah.
Jayson Tatum wants to be one of the cool niggas.
Yeah.
And when this is not happening naturally and you want it too much, it'll fall flat.
Yeah.
It'll eventually fall flat. So already, what he's done in his career is enough for niggas to fuck with Jayson Tatum, to respect him, to be like, yeah, that's my favorite player. Fuck it. That nigga cool as shit. But it's just we pick and choose who we fuck with based off who they are. It just boils down to that. There's a lot of things going against them personality-wise.
And it's definitely not his light-skinnism, because that should work in favor.
It plays a part. It plays a part. Name another light-skinned superstar that's not Steph Curry.
Through all eras?
Yeah, that makes it easier.
Makes it easier?
For y'all.
What?
Struggling.
Giannis? Is he light skinned? Or is he brown skinned?
Brown skin.
Giannis kind of, you had to think about it.
Putting Giannis and Jayson Tatum in the same bracket feels wrong.
It seems close enough.
Melo?
It seems wrong.
Melo? He's light skinned.
Did I say all-star or superstar?
I didn't think you specified.
You said just star niggas.
Oh, I meant superstar. Like the guy. But
nigga, there had to have been.
Name them niggas.
Wilt Chamberlain.
Brown skin.
What?
Brown skin. Light brown, but I ain't light skin, nigga. It was
Kareem?
It was black and white.
What about Kareem?
Yeah, but he wasn't.
Ain't a Muslim.
He wasn't. That's what I'm saying. Like, he was super black. His light skin, his Muslim canceled out his light skin.
Dog. What you all? I'm trying to name niggas.
It did. You got to watch the documentaries. Like, he faced a lot of heat for that shit.
Of course.
He changed his name in the middle of the season. They was like, yo, what the fuck? This nigga's a radical.
They were still calling him by his dead name.
To disrespect him.
Disrespect him.
Same shit, you know, Muhammad Ali shit.
I don't know if dead name is like the right way. I don't know what they say. I think they say dead name. Though.
Yeah.
He's Muslim.
And that's the thing about Jayson Tatum is that, like, he's the light-skinned amongst light-skinned niggas.
What is he?
Like, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is a light-skinned nigga.
No.
But Jayson Tatum is like one of them Spanish-looking niggas.
And it's one of those things where, like, what do you stand for? You know? Like, I feel like that's...
me?
Well, I'm not asking you, but, I mean, I guess we all can answer that. But it's like, for Jayson is... What does he stand for? Like, what is his ideology? like even
adoration.
when the white dude was saying like you close your eyes, you think of LeBron, you think of all these greats. You can also say what they stand for, good or bad. Michael Jordan, like he stood for like.
What does he stand for?
He stood for ignorance.
Cigars. Wait, why you say ignorance?
He a little ignorant motherfucker. He was a dickhead. He was a little asshole. He was kind of asshole.
Well, I mean, those are a couple of different things. Like, you think he was stupid? You think he was oblivious to something?
Actually, yeah. Now that I think, yes. And the example that I just thought of what he was talking about with the Jordans.
The conservatives buy shoes too?
The conservatives buy shoes too. That answer, that was a hell of an answer.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying, look, the business side of my mind.
What do you think Trump would say though? You don't think Trump would be like,
oh my God.
Aren't you a conservative? You don't want Michael Jordan to market to you?
Trump, look.
He's trying to get y'all right. Y'all can be fly too, even though you MAGA.
Trump would probably say the same thing. The liberals buy shoes too.
Exactly. And you voted for him. You voted for him for president. Michael Jordan's a basketball player.
Look.
In terms of importance,
look.
What you mean?
Well, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying that's what he stood for.
Liberals vote too.
Of course. You're here. I'm looking at you.
Nah, I'm not a liberal. I'm not a liberal.
Okay. Well, look, nobody's a liberal here.
I'm a moderate.
I know you are.
I'm an independent.
Most people that aren't on the side are just, yep.
but
look, fucking
Michael Jordan was trying to sell you shoes and you was hating on them.
Look, it was an ignorant answer. But
you're an ignorant guy.
Back to the point though, he stood for something. LeBron stands for something. Melo stands for something.
So what did you say Michael Jordan stood for? He stood for that? Conservative values?
Well, no, that's what you're saying. I'm
trying to remember the recap. Like, what did you say was the positive thing he stood for?
Okay, you're looking for the part. I also was thinking about ignorance to himself. Like, he walked around with like I am the best.
He was.
And I think that kind of falls into ignorance a little bit.
Do you think that he was wrong in believing he was the best basketball player at that time?
He was when he was punching the shit out of his teammates.
No, that has nothing to do with him.
That's part
that
of
has nothing to do with how good at basketball he is.
Him punching his teammates because they don't play as good as him.
Proves the point that he was the best in the world.
Nigga, you shouldn't punch your teammates.
Why not?
That's some ignorant shit. Look at what Draymond isn't ignorant.
Draymond did it too.
He's ignorant.
Yeah, well, I mean, everything is circumstantial.
Everything is circumstantial.
I think Steve Kerr crossed the line even further than Jordan Poole did. I forgot what that exact story was, but regardless, though, you're trying to say that Michael Jordan was wrong because he was walking around justifiably confident?
Look, I think greatness, a part of being great, is a little bit of ignorance. I think, and I guess I could just
delusion or ignorance. Because I think that there is a certain...
We're getting far on the... Look, this all goes back to Jayson.
Unwavering faith can look irrational in certain contexts. But that's what it takes to really get something done. You got to stay solid and firm on what you think and what you believe is true.
Yes, and look, I try to uphold those values, but I don't think I would ever smack F-Mac for not doing his job, like not focusing on the podcast and looking at his fucking phone.
Those are two different issues. Him being maybe an asshole has nothing to do with how good at basketball he is. You keep bringing that up when we're talking about his talent.
Well, I think you kind of said that too. Like, you kind of justified him being an asshole and him being ignorant because he was the best basketball player. And I was just saying,
I was joking. That's
not
a reason to punch a teammate.
All I was saying, I wasn't trying to say ignorance as a bad thing necessarily, because it's a lot of different things that go into the pool.
So why didn't you say, it sounds like you're
ignorance. My fault, but that's what
it sounds like you're trying to say he stands for confidence then.
Look,
but you're just being mean about it.
I mean, look, the first thing you said, buddy, was cigars. At least my joke point had a real ending to it.
Yeah, you should have said confidence.
Fuck you. Look, Jayson Tatum doesn't stand for anything. He doesn't stand for cigars. He doesn't stand for smoking. At least KD stand for weed and fucking niggas up. Jayson Tatum isn't synonymous with anything, good or bad. And I think that's the problem.
He's synonymous with corny, and that's what the problem is. And once you dig that grave, it's hard to come back to life. But, I mean, crazier shit has happened. You seen Lizzo? She's losing a lot of weight. If Lizzo can become a bad bitch,
yeah,
Jayson Tatum can get aight again.
You think so?
Passable. He might never be looked up to as like, yo, Jayson Tatum doing that shit, he trailblazing, like, I gotta copy it. But he might not be, the butt of every joke. Things might go in his favor, especially if he starts, really becoming undeniable on that court.
He has to watch LOI like the video and take F-Mac's personality. Yeah. That's what he has to do.
Yeah.
F-Mac is a way cooler light skin.
That's got to be a celebration after he hit the three. Nigga. He hit that. That's me.
Yep. That's me, guys. He just turns to them. But yeah, nah, man. Jayson Tatum is he's a creepy guy. I think he's gonna go down.
He's a creepy guy.
I think he's gonna go down as a legend. But he just has to like chill and like goddamn, like dude, like
you want it too bad, brother.
Like goddamn, man.
Just slow down, relax a little bit.
Slow. So what he say? What Pimp say? Slow down, homie.
Pimp said, slow is smooth and smooth is fast.
Exactly. Don't rush to get grown. Drive slow, homie. Yeah. Drive slow. You know what I'm saying? Drive slow, nigga. This nigga trying to get to where he's going very quickly. Like, goddamn, just, I don't know, just fucking hoop harder, nigga.
Yeah. And just be it.
Be it.
Be it. Don't try it. Be it. And have us be the jury. Because you're trying to make us think that you're trying to convince us that we think that you're cool.
Yeah.
That's what the problem is.
Yeah.
It's not how cool works.
Yeah.
Cool is given.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
Because you don't want it.
What do you guys think will be his thing that he's known for on the court if he does get to that point?
If he gets to that point of being cool?
What do you think is going to be the trigger?
What would be like how Steph Curry's known for his long shots, like his threes? Like, what is his thing that he would have on the court?
Jayson Tatum, like a signature move, like something that's like
something that he's known for doing.
His sidestep. Jayson Tatum is like one of them niggas that pull out that sidestep, and if you do it in game, everybody thinks Jayson Tatum. But like the same way you do a fadeaway, it's like Kobe or Michael Jordan. Like you'll think Jayson Tatum on the sidestep.
But you're saying what's going to be like that thing we look back on him as
based on what he's already doing now. If he were to become that guy that's in that roster of other players,
he would have to take the WWE route and just go full heel, But the heel would have to be like himself.
That's interesting.
He would have to take like in interviews like, hey man, just trying to hoop. Thank you. That's it. Thank you. Whoa, go on.
That's interesting. That's not the question he asked, but that is interesting. I feel like that's the only way for redemption is that he has to fully go, nigga, I'm wearing shades everywhere. You're not seeing these light skinned eyes no more.
Yep.
Like I'm not nice. Yep. Some Dylan Brooks shit.
Yep.
You know how Dylan Brooks had that one little era where he was stone cold Steve Austin.
Yeah.
He just showed up to press conferences, shoulders out, denim suits, shades, and was just looking mean, playing mean.
Yep.
That's what it's going to take. But I think Jayson Tatum would just get the credit he deserves for being an all-around player. Because, like, the nigga he can score the ball, he can shoot, he can play defense, he can rebound, he can pass, and a lot of that shit is thankless. Like, unless you get a triple-double at the end, when you're watching them do it, it's not the most... Unless it's like a bunch of like alley-oops and like crazy, like, oh, no-look pass, it's not the flashiest thing. So there's a lot of grunt work you don't get credit for.
So you think it's possible to be an all-arounder like that and still make it into that group of people?
That's what LeBron is. LeBron's all around.
That's true.
Do it all. Pass.
You do it all, nigga.
And he also does shit off the court, though, that makes people like him more.
Yeah, because he was just that big of a star, too. Once you get to that point of stardom, it's like, nigga, endorsements, commercials. We're going to buy you shoes. McDonald's meals.
And he respects...
Going to compare you to Jordan.
He respects his family enough to not get caught cheating.
Yeah.
Unlike other people. Steve Smith.
Nigga funny, he lie.
You asshole.
It was interesting.
But, yes. What was the I Don't Believe Her?
Go to this
Is this
TLC is a channel we're all familiar with because they make reality shows about people who could be in circuses.
Yeah.
Like they pick on people with dysfunctions, genetic things, and like it's just like alternative. I don't want to say alternative humans because it makes it sound mean, but it's always humans with some sort of, let's just say, disability.
They showcase people's downfalls, disabilities
for entertainment purposes. Midget shows, fat people shows.
But I would say it's really
all the extremes of humans.
But I would say the most popular ones are the ones with people's downfalls because it's like getting to 600 pounds is a downfall.
Yeah,
it's not like I'm a midget. Like being a midget, that's you're a born midget, whatever.
But either way, you're making fun of somebody's ailment in a certain sense. And so they have a new show starring this white woman.
Yes.
Now, if I don't know how big this show is or is gonna be, but if this took place in maybe like 2016, she would be America. She would be 𝙿𝙾𝚃𝚃.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or what 𝙿𝙾𝚃𝚃 was supposed to be. Just America's girl. Because she has, I think it's called Tourette's, right? Yeah.
It's Tourette's.
Tourette's, to where they have certain tics.
Yeah.
They hear certain cues and they're intrusive. The id part of their psychology just speaks and it comes in random combinations. It's like live thoughts, no context, no commas. It's coming at you. But there's something about her that feels performative.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I've seen this woman. It just
she
seems,
has the most entertaining tics I've ever seen.
Yeah, but it's also like too on beat.
Yeah.
Like I feel like Tourette's is more random than what she does.
Which is what would make it funny is that it's off beat. But it's like it just happens when it's supposed to happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you never her Tourette's is perfect to where you're never confused on the plot.
Let's listen to
Which isn't how Tourette's work.
Exactly.
You, JB, fuck you. Take your camera and leave. Yeah, take your camera and get the fuck out.
Bay's tics are a little bit over the top today.
I see Joe Biden. So JB, the camera director, sets my tics off because I watched 5 minutes of the debate and JB, Joe Biden, kind of just clicks. I have nothing against any of the crew. I love JB. That's a shout out. Fuck you,
Pause.
JB.
And where was her tics near the end? Like that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like why?
Like she was saying
Fuck
JB,
you.
it didn't send nothing off. And why is it that her tics with JB is just fuck you, you fat, unworthy piece of shit?
Yeah.
Like most of the time it's like JB, Joe Biden. I mean,
yeah.
It looks like
fuck Joe Biden. JB, I love JB. Fuck Joe Biden. It's like that, but when it's with JB, it's just insults.
Yeah.
It's like she's roasting the nigga for no reason.
Yeah.
And he's just sitting there taking it.
She looks like she's not fooling anybody. Everybody in the comments are hating on her just the same.
What's
That's crazy. I didn't read these comments.
What is this show called again? Type in Tourette's TLC.
Being an asshole for money.
White woman.
I don't believe her. I think she has. We'll put it this way. I think she has it.
Yes.
I think she has it, but I think she plays it up in some parts.
Yeah.
Just for the sake of it. Like this, she has a not a, I don't want to say a mastery. I don't know if you can master your Tourette's, but she has an agency with the shit. A little bit more than what she's letting
It's
on.
probably similar to people that have a stutter and can sing without stopping. Because that happens. Could be a similar thing.
Hell no, nigga. The Tourette's ain't like this bitch is. She's making a love and Tourette'sing of Alabama. You know what I mean? She's playing on the stereotypes and the tropes of being a white woman and also a woman with, Tourette's and shit.
She really got that 𝙿𝙾𝚃𝚃 in there.
I'm surprised it's not on VH1.
Go to that second link I put.
I have to watch a clip of this bit. And it's all sexual. Hey, did you see what she just said?
Oh, we about to see it now. Sorry for the morning commuters, the radio listeners, but y'all hear it. She's got verbal tics too. As soon as that
And scene. Off. My name is 𝙿𝙾𝚂𝚃. I'm 21 years old, and I have Tourette syndrome. In a little baby weenie. Spotted alone in a safari. An itchy baby weenie. Sorry, I'm excited. Off. Off. Tourette syndrome is a neurological, involuntary motor and vocal disorder that is chronic. Chronic dick.
Pause.
Slap that.
You fucked it up at the wrong time, though. She started rapping. We might have to play that again.
It's playing weird because it's Instagram.
Yeah. We can't
Causes
go
me
back
to have tics, and tics are sudden twitches, sounds, or movements that I do repetitively. Stupid. When I get the urge to tick, it feels like my skin is crawling and it's very, very itchy.
Yeah, she was like, tap that wiener, slap that wiener, rap that wiener. I'm a cat that wiener.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Damn, you said it perfect. Just keep playing it.
And we'll try to catch it.
Yeah, we'll try to catch it.
Was that it?
No,
not yet.
No, not yet. But
yeah, be ready.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep talking. Just focus. Yeah.
Oh God, I'm gonna focus.
Basically, right. The first time I saw this, is it coming?
What the fuck?
Okay.
Keep talking.
Oh,
keep talking.
Okay,
I'm watching.
So we here.
It's after this. Play now. Play now.
Syndrome is a neurological, involuntary motor and vocal disorder that is chronic. Chronic dick. Slap that wiener. Rap that wiener. Tap that wiener. Tourette syndrome causes.
That ad-lib was crazy.
Hey, fuck it. That was worth it, y'all. Fucking like the video. But nah, so, and why is it all sexual?
She's
like, I'm not
slutty.
Saying, I'm not saying that it's not possible, but I feel like if a dude had Tourette's, he wouldn't say that.
Google man Tourette's. We might be wrong.
I don't know. Tourette's, it's usually pretty vulgar.
Yeah, they usually say, you know how you wake up from anesthesia and you just say like the wildest shit. But it's the same effect. It's not nobody gets more polite under those circumstances.
What do Catholic?
This is your excuse to be a dickhead.
Start giving out compliments.
What do Catholic kids with Tourette's say? What do they shout out?
They tell on the priest.
The whores, they say. But nah, it's for what if like you had like a perfect life, Christian boy, Superman lifestyle, and you had Tourette's.
Super important.
Why wouldn't you just say, like, I love Jesus, Jesus, I love it. Like, why is it always the?
Because that's what you would want to say. And the thing about tics and Tourette's is, it's like he's saying like the funky.
That's what happened.
Yeah, that's what she was doing. It gets out all the the filth.
Well, when 5 people with Tourette's meet for the first time.
Oh shit!
Go, yeah, right
Where's
there.
that at? Is
Right
that
there.
TLC?
Yeah, right here.
For people to fuck off, knock at my door. Hey! With Tourette's.
Let's get to the 5 people.
Someone's knocking at the door.
Hey.
Nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you.
Meet you.
Hey.
Hello. Hey, you fuckers. Whee! Hey! Watch your back, man. Boyfriend that I was suppressing. So that I wasn't going
Oh shit!
Oh my
He was
god!
getting-
He got busy.
He was like, "This setting me off."
Hey, imagine your tickets eating air balls, nigga. Oh my god, go
Air
back.
glizzies. Yeah, no, that was
Hey,
good.
hey, you fuckers. Whee! Hey! Watch your back, man.
It's like
Boyfriend that I was suppressing.
He had his tongue out and everything.
Shaking salt.
Yo, that's
Yo.
gotta be an awkward room to be in.
Wait, does that mean that's his like deepest, darkest secret or something?
Nah, it depends on what he was doing. Like,
What do you mean? What he was doing?
that might have been him like drinking a Slurpee. You know what I mean? Like that gesture could have been anything. Cause look at how wide his hand was open. Like it was a horse.
Yeah, that
Like
could've been a picture.
his hand was open like a motherfucker. Like he was holding a mug. or a cup.
Oh no, nigga.
Jerking off a horse, nigga. Nah, that's not plausible.
This nigga was. It was probably. I don't know. Some people we've all watched. He was probably Lexington Steel or something. That's probably what he was watching.
Nah, then Lexington. Nah.
Or Jack the Ripper.
That's not a human. That's not a human artillery.
If that really
it's a mammal, but it's not a human.
If that really was the case, and it was just your shadow self being projected out whenever you don't want it to, you can't keep no secrets. Like that shit sucks. That
Yeah,
would
nah.
suck
You
if that
have
was
to
the
be
case.
you would have to live your.
You'd be the realest nigga alive.
Very true.
Cause you're never like you. All you could do is be you. You don't have a choice. You couldn't even put up a front if you wanted.
You would have to be. You would have to be like. I don't know. What would you turn into? Like maybe a mix between like Malcolm X and like fucking.
Nah, you wouldn't be a revolutionary. You would just be an open book. Like you would be a human experiment. Like what would it be like if we took down the facade of personality and we stopped putting on fronts, going to job interviews, being on our best behavior,
going to job interviews.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Being polite, holding the door open for people. Like what if we saw true feelings on display all the time, like the Purge?
It would probably.
The Purge is a little extreme because that's everybody's favorite crime. You know what I mean? It's not all about just anarchy, but like how you actually feel. You know what I mean? Like seeing F-Mac. You might dap F-Mac up.
Yeah.
But would you dap F-Mac up if he didn't work here?
Yeah, I'd probably dap F-Mac up.
You don't know. Unless you had Tourette's. Then you fuck F-Mac. Stupid fuck. Yeah. Fuck white bitches.
Yeah, I'd probably say something about his whatever.
About his past.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I mean
Tourette's somehow makes you the realest nigga on the planet.
Having Tourette's doesn't make you the realest nigga. Having
the curtain is closed, is open.
I feel like having all obvious disabilities make you like somewhat of a real nigga. Like being a midget. Like you can't be no like you have to be a certain type of midget.
You can be a shy midget.
Nah, man.
You can be an introverted midget.
I've never seen him.
How many midgets you met?
I've met a couple midgets.
And really sat down and talked to.
I've never talked to a midget, but I've seen him out.
Yeah, but you saw like you can judge by how they moving. You ain't sit down and talk to them for real. You don't know about them.
But that's
you don't got no midget homies.
But when you have
Lauren's the closest we got.
But when you have disabilities that are obvious, like a dude with one arm, like those tend to be like the most like, hey, what's up, man? Yeah, man, like, yeah, just, like his arm's not even not there.
All the time I knew one that was a bully.
Exactly.
I was cool with him, but he used to bully little niggas.
Yeah.
And I think it was one of those, I got to get you before you get me.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, he had, was fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
It looked like a ginger root. His arm kind of looked like ginger root. I don't know. Something had happened. I don't know. But he used to bully niggas. That's why I don't feel bad, saying it looked like ginger root. He was mean.
Wait, his arm looked like ginger root when he was a kid?
Just when I met him.
Yeah.
You know how like dudes will have one arm and then they'll have like a nub of an arm?
Yeah.
He kind of had that, but it looked like ginger root.
Yeah.
Right.
Imagine like this. Like this right here.
Right.
This little curve, but like this. That
And
was
it was
his arm.
like, did it stop at his shoulder or some shit?
You know what I mean?
Nah, he had
like it was.
He had a little bicep.
Nah, but it was nothing but
bicep.
it was nothing but sharp turns. So it was like right here, boom, right here, boom.
Ah, right.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, he was.
So it was like that.
Like
He did a little
ginger root, dog. I'm telling you, it's perfect. But
yeah, he was strong as shit. His other arm was tough, man.
I'm saying, I mean,
he
like,
could hoop with his other arm.
people that go through some kind of traumatic thing and lose a limb, those people usually are really grateful people.
Perspective. Because,
Yeah.
they got,
Yeah.
they've
lived through a certain experience that, you know, most people don't get to live. Like, and that's why they're better than us. Shout to everybody with a disability. Shout to us, nigga.
Because they're appreciative of some shit that we take advantage of. Like, you wake up, scratch your ass, and don't even acknowledge the fact that, yo, my arm works for me to do this.
Yeah. It's real.
Or I have an ass to scratch.
To
like,
sit,
like that one dude, that one dude with the fucking torso. He's just nothing but ribs.
But he got his arms though.
And
he be in the gym doing pull-ups, push-ups and shit.
That's right.
Granted, a little bit easier because he doesn't have
less weight. You know.
Less weight, but
yeah, it's difficult though. He's got half his body. Come on, guys. You got to give him something.
I mean, I'm just being honest though.
He was built.
Yeah, exactly. You know how strong his arms are? That's everything.
He's better built than some regular niggas.
His arms are stronger than everybody here.
I think there's a regular show character that had it like that. He just had two.
Somewhere on Cartoon Network.
2 arms.
Somebody was bipedal with their arms.
But they used to walk on their fists, right? You remember
I think
that?
so. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. But
damn, that's tough.
Regardless, though, shout out to the Reddit community. I hope this white woman isn't putting y'all to shame or, you know, causing any unnecessary ticks that don't need to be, because I feel like she's playing it up to a certain extent. And, you know, it's who am I to tell her not to profit off the thing that's tormented her life?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, she's dealt with this ailment for, I don't know how old she is. She look young, probably like 20-something years.
Forever.
And like, it was always a negative.
You don't catch Tourette's.
It was always a negative. It always got in the way. This is the first time that like she can make some money off it. You know,
she's
get
21.
Some kind of 21. Get some kind of positive attention. So it's like, I don't know. I don't know if I don't like it, if I like it or not. I respect the hustle, but it is weird.
Yeah,
it's a goofy hustle. It's like joining the circus.
Yeah,
I actually might respect joining the circus a little bit more, because you got an ailment and a talent. That's the difference. You can't just join the circus just being born different. You also got to be able to do something with that shit. Channel it into an activity.
Unless you're the lady with a beard.
Even she does shit with the beard. Like, they'll tie weights to the beard to show how strong it is.
Oh, so she got strong.
Show the strength of the fibers. Like, they do light it on fire. Like, look, it's not burning.
Yeah.
Like, they do beard shit. It's not just it's not just hairy woman.
Hell yeah.
It's hairy talented woman.
Light the bearded lady's beard on fire.
Hell yeah.
Bitch turning to Blackbeard, nigga. Going on a pilgrimage for sure.
Grade cheese with it. It's all kinds of shit.
Yeah. But nah, seriously, shout out to everybody with a disability like Tourette's. If you have Tourette's, have a tick and like the video. Comment down below your wild odds.
Yeah.
Did you want to end it on Trump? You got Trump bucks. I also, you know, of course, Trump's been in the news and shit. He's always doing something.
Yeah.
And he had proposed an idea of having a gold card. It's better than the green card because it's gold. And it's also $5 million. And it's like, it's supposed to be like the rich people's green card. You know what I mean? Like if you know, because it's a lot of people going through misfortune in poor countries. And, you know, they might want an easier way to get into the country that's a little bit more amicable than the current process. So you could just
if they're going through
pay $5 million a little bit. You know
if they're
what I mean?
going through misfortune in the country, how are they going to pay $5 million to come over here? If they could do that, they're living pretty good over there. That defeats the purpose.
Well, this is, look.
That don't make no fucking sense.
Rich people live in poor countries too. It's a lot of rich people.
By choice, though. They're rich.
Yeah, they're probably dictators too, depending on the country.
And they live on the best possible side in those poorest countries.
But they are tired of the green card. They want a gold card. It's just something to have.
This is something for rich people in other countries who are tired of the poor that are around them to come over here to where we have more polite poor people.
Well, yeah, and I think it comes with benefits. Maybe better APR percentages or whatever.
You don't know what that is.
Let's play it.
We're going to be doing something else that's going to be very, very good. We're going to be selling a gold card. You have a green card. This is a gold card. We're going to be putting a price on that card of about $5 million, and that's going to give you green card privileges plus. It's going to be a route to citizenship. And wealthy people will be coming into our country by buying this card. They'll be wealthy, and they'll be successful, and they'll be spending a lot of money and paying a lot of taxes and employing a lot of people. And we think it's going to be extremely successful. Never been done before, anything like this, but it's something that we're going to be putting out over the next, would you say 2 weeks, Howard? Do you want to say a couple of words about it?
Sure.
So President, are there any requirements
for that gold card?
Do you have to invest a certain amount of money in this country in order to qualify for that gold card?
Yeah, exactly.
So the EB-5 program was really, you lend some money, but it was full of nonsense, make-believe, and fraud, and it was a way to get a green card that was low priced. So the president said, rather than having this sort of ridiculous EB-5 program, we're going to end the EB-5 program. We're going to replace it with the Trump Gold Card, which is really a green card gold. So they'll be able to pay $5 million to the U.S. government. They'll have to go through vetting, of course. We're going to make sure they're wonderful, world-class global citizens. They can come to America. The president can give them a green card, and they can invest in America, and we can use that money to reduce our deficit. Why do we give out lotteries of green cards? Why do we give out EB-5 for green cards? The President of the United States understands that the right answer is, why don't we eliminate the deficit of the United States of America instead?
Pause.
The gold card.
So
you can tell we practiced that shit.
Yeah, they definitely rehearsed this. I mean, this is just, he's selling American Dream memberships.
They used to be free.
Well, not even. Kind of. Well, you just had to. It just wasn't a direct thing that you could purchase. You had to buy a bunch of different things to get the total package to get it. But now it's in one card.
Yep.
I don't know. I mean, like, shit. This ain't gonna help America. This is only gonna fuck up like the disparity in wealth, because these rich motherfuckers gonna come over here. It's gonna be more rich people, and then their mind with their politics is gonna be to lobby for them to keep their wealth and become even richer. While niggas like us at the bottom, we gonna stay where we at until y'all like and subscribe.
Yeah.
To the Patreon as well.
Yeah.
But until that day, we're gonna be affected by that shit. So I don't know. It's just like.
But even then, like
do
man,
you
even
feel like this is a good thing?
I think it could lead.
What's the silver lining?
To somewhere. I mean, all the, maybe all the cartel members, all the, maybe some Hamas members, some rich oil investors.
So
they needed a legal way to get over here.
With no ads.
With no buffering
the
periods.
Premium shit, no ads, nigga. You get background play
but I have
for America.
I'm going to be honest. I'm not like a rich European kid, so I don't know the laws and the jurisdiction of like U.S. citizenship and like how long it expires. Like, I don't know how many people are even eligible to buy this. Like, fuck the money to pay for it, but even if they have to buy it.
Rich people have always had an easier means of getting into the country than regular people.
Yeah, most people.
That's the luxury being rich invites you to. It's just like, nigga, everything's at your reach. So this is just making it easier.
But at the same, I mean, look, man, it's.
Has he done something for you yet?
Yeah, I think so. I think he's trying. He's trying to clean up the economy. He's trying to clean up the economy, man.
By selling gold cards, memberships to America. I mean, I feel it. Hey, fuck it.
He's trying to clean up the economy.
Can we
man.
get one? Yeah. Hey, even as an American citizen, can I get a gold card and then just get into that bracket of wealthy niggas?
Look, I mean,
can I steal one and get the same benefits? Because if that's the case, shit, we gonna have to pause this pod, nigga.
Nigga, you want to
play a little heist or something?
You got to buy his shoes to be in the lottery.
Mm-hmm.
Just to get in the lottery.
What if they put one in the sole of every 100 pair of the Trump Air Force, the Trump ones?
Then I missed out.
Yeah, nah, you fucked up. You bought too early.
I should have paid that $350.
Yeah.
But I mean, look, man, it's like what has. I feel like him cleaning up the economy is doing something on the back end. Like
that's what you think this is?
Well, just trying to help. I was crazy. Me and F-Mac was just talking about this shit. Like
about the gold cards?
Well, not about the gold card, but just about like Doge. You know what I mean? And what they're trying to do.
How you feel about that Doge situation?
That was his portion of the conversation. I don't know much about Doge specifically.
Okay. Yeah.
But talking about...
It's fucked up, nigga.
Yeah.
It's a governmental takeover happening in front of our faces. And we're just like, not everybody's ignoring it. And like, I literally listen to both sides because it's just like, I know it's not all one way. It's never all one way. But this situation in particular, nigga, this is fishy.
I mean,
it's not even fishy. This is blatant. This is a blatant issue.
There is definitely some kind of takeover happening. I mean, every piece of media I've seen with Trump, he always has somebody that isn't the vice president standing next to him.
Yeah. And did you see the recent clip when they was jumping Vladimir Zelinsky?
I didn't watch it.
I didn't watch that. But
yo, if you watch that clip, you gotta pull that clip up, dog. It was it was the most blatant, like, yo, Trump and JD Vance.
I heard, like, all I saw was like, yo, they trying to son these niggas.
It was the most like, yo, you got to be delusional to think that these niggas are in the right, but they outnumbered them, so they literally cornered them into like making them right. Play this, nigga. This is crazy. Tell me how. Wait, pause. We can go back. Tell me how disrespectful Zelinsky comes off to you.
I'm talking about the kind of diplomacy that's going to end the destruction of your country.
Yes, but if you are not strong...
Mr. President, with respect, I think it's disrespectful for you to come into the Oval Office and try to litigate this in front of the American media. Right now, you guys are going around and forcing conscripts to the front lines because you have manpower problems. You should be thanking the President for trying to bring an end to this conflict.
Have you ever been to Ukraine that you say what problems we have?
I have been to.
Come once.
I've actually watched and seen the stories, and I know what happens is you bring them on a propaganda tour, Mr. President. Do you disagree that you've had problems bringing people into your military?
We have problems.
And do you think that it's respectful to come to the Oval Office of the United States of America and attack the administration that is trying to prevent the destruction of your country?
A lot of questions. Let's start from the beginning.
Sure.
First of all, during the war, everybody has problems, even you, but you have nice ocean and don't feel now, but you will feel it in the future. God bless.
You don't know that.
God bless.
You don't
God
know
bless.
That.
You will not have a war.
Don't tell us what we're going to feel. We're trying to solve a problem.
Wait, no, hold on. This is where it gets.
It's getting. Should we?
But okay. What's up? Your first thoughts.
Okay, first thoughts. I've only heard of the clip, so I'm just now seeing it. It's definitely a power struggle going on. That's obvious, right? What do you want
to? You can still go, but context. They're sitting here talking about. So there's debates happening on us helping them in this war.
Exactly.
The thing, Zelinsky's point is like, okay, y'all have agreed to give this same amount of help before, and it didn't really work because you didn't give us like manpower. You didn't give us like soldiers and guns and like shit we could actually use to fight. Y'all just was like, yeah, we're gonna help. And so when it happened the first time, niggas came and got fucked up. So now the same situation, it's like, hey, yo, y'all are promising to help us again, but can we get like real help?
Yeah.
And you know, Trump wasn't down with that shit.
Well,
like,
and it's
nigga,
also
I'm helping you enough just sitting here talking to you, not wearing a tie.
And it's also, is it them or was it again the Biden administration that said that they were going to help, and through obligations of the country and what like the last presidency like kind of accepted, they have to help. And again, right, like anybody who's a historian, please comment down below because you know we're probably going to be loose with it. But I could have sworn the First World War we got dragged into. I feel like both world wars we got dragged into. Like we were absolutely doing nothing, and somehow, some way, we like that's literally what all
NATO.
That's what all military, that's what some military veterans say. They're like, yo, we shouldn't have been in like half of the wars that we were in.
Yeah.
Some, granted, Vietnam we kind of like was like overextended them just a little bit.
That's what makes them a world war, because the conflict of these two countries over here is affecting the rest of the world. So niggas got to get involved. And
exactly.
We have agreements like NATO to where it's like it's nations that are in unison with each other. To where it's like, all right, if y'all get fucked up, we gonna come and help you. You the homie.
Which is another thing. Like I saw, apparently Europe hasn't been paying their fines, and Trump was mad about that shit. Like, yo, why the fuck are we the only ones paying the fines? What the fuck?
Nah,
but let's just keep playing. Just wanted to get our brief thoughts out.
Don't tell us what we're going to feel.
I'm not telling you.
Because
I'm
you're in no
answering on
position
this
to
question.
dictate that.
That's
Remember
exactly
this.
what I'm not
You're
dictating.
in no position to dictate what we're going to feel.
You
We're going to feel very
you will
good.
feel influenced.
We're going to feel very good and
telling
very
you,
strong.
You will feel influenced.
You're right now not in a very good position. You've allowed
From the
yourself
very-
to be in a
from
very
the
bad
very
position,
beginning
and he
of the
happens
war.
to be right about
From
it.
the very beginning of the war.
You're not
Mr.
in a good
Brown,
position.
I
You
was
don't have
in-
the cards right now. With us, you start having
not playing
cards. But
cards.
right now, you don't.
I'm very
Yeah, you're playing
serious,
cards.
Mr. President.
You're
I'm
playing
very
cards.
serious.
You're
I'm
gambling
the
with the
president
lives of
anymore.
millions of people.
You think-
You're gambling with World War III.
what do you
You're
think about?
gambling with
What do you
World
think
War III. And
You-
what you're doing is very disrespectful to the country, this country.
I'm
It's
with
back
all
to
respect to
you.
your
Far
country.
more than a lot of people said
very
they
respect.
should have.
Have you said thank you once?
A lot
entire
of
meeting?
times.
No, in this
Even
entire meeting,
today.
you said thank
Even
you.
today.
You went to Pennsylvania and campaigned for the opposition in October. Offer some words of appreciation for
What-
the United
what
States
are
of
you
America
speaking about?
and the president who's trying to save your country.
I will say that was kind of crazy saying that you have ocean separating you now, but you will feel it. That is kind of crazy. That's not like a crazy statement.
That's not a threat though.
That is a threat
factual
because
statement.
it's not a factual statement because it's a world war when we get into it. That's the thing. So him implying that we're gonna feel it, it's almost like what are you saying?
Which is why
You're
he's
saying
asking to help prevent.
help preventing is gonna cause potentially a world war.
Nah.
There's no like.
How so?
I don't
We're already.
Do you? Sending soldiers, like I said,
really weapons is weapons.
It can't be weapons, dog. We've been
It's
giving
weapons.
them drones and shit and
Weapons.
money. We've been giving them money for them to buy the shit. And I didn't put it in there. Fuck it. But like what I was saying in the beginning, dog. Shout out to all the fighters, dog. Like people fight. Like
Yeah.
war is real, nigga.
Yeah.
Like I told you about that story. My brother was somewhere Asian like. Not gonna say where, but he was somewhere Asian like. He in his tent sleeping. Out of nowhere, he hears like whistling sounds like passing through his tent. He peeks his head out. He sees his people that were, Asian and shit. He was with the Asians. He sees a bunch of Asian niggas with helmets, butt naked, AKs running towards the gunfire. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They were his homies, but like he was like, "What the fuck are they running?" Oh shit.
Yeah.
So it's like to just like say we need people. It's like whoa, like these are lives.
It's not
Like,
it's not just we need
and
people because we're probably adding things to this issue that aren't even real. Like
We
you know
are.
what I mean? Because
We are.
niggas
And
halfway know what the fuck we're talking
we are,
about.
but I mean, shit. Let's just talk about what we know.
Yeah, but
also,
and this is what I
even
know.
the thing is, I'm sorry. What? I wasn't about to say shit.
I don't. Yeah, you was about to fucking. Why are we looking at a president argue with other world leaders?
Which is why.
What kind of immature? And it's not even like Zelinsky was the aggressor and started raising his tone and got to that level. Like this nigga just seemed a little impulsive and shit. Like what kind of? That's
not what I saw.
Nah,
I saw.
nigga.
I mean, look.
You lose your cool. Threaten war and bring up World War III. Like, whoa, God, we wasn't even talking about
Go
that.
back
buddy.
to the clip.
Why
F Mac,
you
go back
dropped
to the
that?
clip. He literally said, "You have an ocean separating you."
They do,
but you
We do.
will feel it. What the
Play
fuck
it.
does that mean?
He played.
What does that mean? Try to go. Okay, is that the one? Fuck it.
This should be close.
The war, during the war, everybody has problems. Even you, but you have nice ocean and don't feel now, but you will feel it in the future. God bless.
You don't know that.
God bless.
You don't know
God
that.
bless. You
Don't-
will not
God
have
bless.
Don't tell us what we're going to feel. We're trying to solve
Nah,
a
man.
problem. Don't tell
Pause.
us.
He's
First of
talking
all,
about,
you have to
he's
understand,
just talking
if
about
this-
the overall global impact that the situation is going to cause for. You don't threaten the nigga and say God bless like that. That wasn't ironic.
Nah, man.
There's a way to do that to where it's like, I'm going to pray for you
First,
and,
you
and
gotta
have
understand.
it be a slight.
There
that's
is
not
no
that.
there. When you have
He got cut
it's
off.
not just one person. You can't. First of all, they're live, by the way. And granted, to what you said, I don't know who the fuck set this up. Why is this even recorded? Why did JD Vance say that he came there?
It's not out of the norm for world leaders to have meetings that are shown. Like it's not the craziest thing. But for these niggas to argue like that is like, what the fuck?
Exactly.
Is that immature for a president? Not keeping you cool in that situation.
It's
tough.
It's tough because
it's tough.
I'm gonna tell my reason. Because you are the leader of a country. Like, for you to even bring that up, it doesn't even matter. There's no wood to knock on bringing up like war with my people. Like,
that's not what he was saying.
No,
that's not a threat.
You have to, I don't think
he wasn't threatening.
How is
them coming over here and fucking us up?
How is there world war if we not into it, nigga?
We're convoluting so much shit.
Because he didn't call it World War III till Trump brought it up.
That's what
Trump made it.
They weren't talking about that.
Us going into it makes it world war.
Nobody's asking for America to come and fight the war. It's asking for actual aid in terms of resources. There's so much.
We've been sending them billions of dollars.
Google that. Are you just saying that, or did you look that up? What are you even talking about?
We've been sending. What do you think the aid's been?
And that's the thing that why we can't even really have this conversation, because we don't even know what the fuck we're talking about. Like, in the grand scheme of things, sending $1 billion might be like giving a nigga a stick of gum when it comes to countries and war and actually fighting and getting shit done.
Not when AKs are cheap as fuck in Egypt, nigga.
You don't know how much AKs cost.
6.3 billion in security assistance to Ukraine under the Ukraine Security Assistance Initiative, the USAI. Why did I read that? And 7 separate trenches. And another thing, I think that number is a little bit more.
Why?
Because, bro, we've been finding so much just like weird money in places. Like, I was just telling FMAC in the old LOI note from the last week. We don't have to go to it. There was they found money, $241 million. They canceled the program. It was Google. It was searching for. It was studying sex changes in mammals. $241 million, and that's just here. That's not like over there. So we could have sent them, but that doesn't matter.
But that's not how.
That doesn't matter because we see a number, and let's just focus on that. That doesn't matter. But I do think the number is a little bit more.
That's not even how it works. Like, some shit looks stupid on paper, but it's actually necessary. Like, we don't.
Of course, but you said we.
But overall, because we kind of getting off the issue of these 3 niggas, I think the first time I've ever heard the Zelinsky nigga speak, and I was seeing him in an interview, I was like, I don't know anything much about this nigga, but he seems like a calm, respectful nigga. That was my first impression of him from like a week or 2 ago. So, and then he's in this, and it feels like they just be little broing this nigga, dog. It just like they just be gaslighting the fuck out of him. Trump literally told a lie to his face. He said that he started the war when Putin is obviously the one who, you can Google it right now. It's a factual statement. Putin started this war. But the way they just been treating this nigga, they always little bro him. And this is just another moment of like niggas trying to publicly humiliate him. And so I'm like, what is really going on? What is really happening?
His past is very.
Because I see my president losing his fucking cool. It looking like he's trying to frame some shit and gaslight a nigga into thinking a certain way. Really making him kiss the ring. What we reading?
The conflict in eastern Ukraine began in 2014 after a pro-Russian president was toppled in Ukraine's Maidan Revolution and Russian annexed Crimea.
Yeah, that's how you say it.
With Russian-backed separatist forces fighting Ukraine's armed forces. It says a pro-Russian president was toppled in Ukraine's.
It says Russian-backed separatist forces fighting Ukraine's armed forces. It's the last sentence. This is the one they highlighted.
Not really sure.
I don't. We're look.
Hey, I'm willing to be like,
look, F-Mac
I'm willing to be like,
was the
we're all
defiant
stupid enough to not understand.
Fuck that. F-Mac was still unsure, nigga.
You're not even listening to what I'm saying. I'm willing to say we're all stupid to not understand, so it's a draw. Just draw.
I don't want to draw, nigga.
And I'm the one who wants to be right. You shut up. You got a feminine trait.
So, no, that was yours.
Sound like it's yours too.
So, but yeah, look, man.
I mean, you know,
I do look.
It's funny.
And I like your perspective.
I like yours.
your perspective.
I like
Shut
yours.
up. No, you don't.
I do.
Why'd you say it after I said it?
Because I do, and you made me think about it.
Give me a second to breathe my shit in, and then you say yours. Because I felt a little disingenuous, my brother.
I'm starting not to like your perspective.
That felt so disingenuous.
Damn, that shit lasted 5 seconds. That man, nigga couldn't take a comment.
I like your perspective too. Shut up. So look, I understand your perspective. I dig what you're saying.
You don't fucking dig me.
But it's still like, and it's like, I understand what you're saying. I do think Trump could have used 5 less words. Like, he could have used less words to get his point off. And I think that would have changed everything.
You think it was the word count that fucked it up? It was
the word.
Too lengthy?
He should have just kept it simple, straight to the point. Like, look, there's not going to be none of that. America is great. America is beautiful. But back to what he said, JD Vance was right. Woody woo woo.
You saw the way JD Vance jumped in that motherfucker? You didn't even say thank you.
Yeah. What is wrong with you?
Like, what kind of fucking child? This is childish. I feel like we have more mature debates on Patreon than these niggas is having in his office right now.
That part was actually kind of crazy.
Yeah.
That was kind of out of pocket. Like, have you ever said thank you during this?
What the fuck are you talking about?
What's the point of this conversation right now anyway?
This is about them trying to establish peace in the Ukraine-Russia conflict.
When your country, wait, should he not say thank you?
What do you mean?
Is that crazy to say?
I mean, no, he should.
Have you said thank you, nigga? Like, you're asking us to save
thank you for
your
you guys
fucking country
doing something that y'all agreed to do.
Biden administration, my brother.
But he's talking about America's behalf. And even if it is Biden administration, that's even more reason to not thank them niggas. But I wouldn't even harp on that point. The fact that, like, we already agreed on this. I'm not about to thank niggas every time. It's like, y'all, at a certain point, y'all got to do what the fuck you supposed to do and actually help, because he's feeling like this isn't real help.
You know he's an actor?
Who?
Zelinsky was an actor.
You know Trump is a reality TV star?
Yeah, well, that's made billions of dollars from business.
Yeah, you know JD Vance is a fucking Catholic. JD Vance got a weird, I literally was watching something about his background, but I wasn't engaged enough to like really remember what the fuck was going on, just other than like, what the fuck, that's interesting. But what's your point? What's your point?
I don't know. I think that just, I don't know.
What's your point?
I don't know.
Nothing was proved.
I know. I don't know.
What's up?
I think it's best just sitting there.
No, that's some real shit I saw.
I know. But look, man, man, world leaders, man, aren't they humans? Aren't they just humans? Aren't they just regular niggas,
Yo,
man?
you don't even understand.
Aren't they just regular niggas, man?
You, like, and hypothetically speaking, all right, let's say I'm right, as usual, and shit gets fucked up.
Not right.
10, 20 years down the line, America's fallen, we're in ruins. Are you going to be honest when you look back at what side of history you on? Like, are you going to be like, damn, that might have been fucked up?
Yeah.
I might have been tricked. You know what I mean?
Yeah, is Trump going to be a dictator for the next 20 years? Like, what do you mean in 20 years? What's going to happen in 20 years that Trump did now?
Can you not answer the hypothetical question?
Well,
why are you getting so defensive?
What do you, because
you don't have an imagination.
You're literally setting it. You literally asked me, am I going to feel sorry for being on the wrong side of history? What's the wrong side of history in 20 fucking years?
I said hypothetically speaking.
Your hypothetical is fucking malarkey.
So no, F-Mac. Let's move on.
Wasn't his hypothetical malarkey?
Do you understand what I was trying to ask him?
Just the effects of Trump in this term would be changing enough to be still affecting stuff in 20 years from now.
If worst case scenario, Trump fucked up America and
now
we
you're
fall
saying Trump.
off.
Now you're saying Trump. Thank you.
That's what I meant this whole time.
Meant. Not said.
Oh, well, I thought you were smart enough to understand, but I'll break it down
I'm
for
a
you.
Trump supporter.
I'll break it down for you, brother.
Please.
If this administration fucks everything up, whatever like the worst thing you could possibly, oligarchy, fascism, techno-feudalism.
Olive Garden falls?
Which is something I've been, techno-feudalism?
I haven't heard of that one.
Which is probably what's actually going to happen. But.
Can you go down?
Yeah, it's just Wally. But essentially everything getting fucked up and this being a major part of it, do you think you could be honest to yourself about what side of history you were on?
Yes. Yes. Because I've taken accountability before in my life. And that's just another.
Not here?
Well, what do you mean not here? I've always taken accountability here.
The fuck up.
Fuck out of here.
Techno-feudalism is a theory that new economic system similar to feudalism has replaced capitalism. In this system, big tech companies control our data and use it to manipulate our preferences.
It's Blade Runner.
So, yeah, this is essentially, and this is like, niggas talk about like oligarchy, fascism, dictatorship. This is Trump. I don't think we're really going to be worried about Trump in 20 years. He's just going to be a part of what was the problem. But that framework of society is what we're getting set up for.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure.
Google Images are technically.
That's always been that, like, ever since big tech companies was first here.
And it's getting worse because we got big tech niggas in government making decisions with money and shit. But, I digress.
But it's always been like that. And we haven't been shown proven signs of like Elon trying to use Twitter for bad.
Who's the big tech nigga that has been in government with real government power and was able to make decisions
Bill
like
Gates.
this? What did Bill Gates do?
Bill Gates is into everything that's not tech.
Say something for real. Say something for real. What has he done in government? Because you just said he's into everything that's not tech. And you brought up farming, and I'm talking about government.
Bill Gates, how do you pass laws? How do you pass laws?
By paying politicians. By paying for politicians' campaigns.
Exactly.
By paying for politicians'
billions
campaigns.
Billions of dollars.
So in other words, back in the day it was harder to do. Now it's getting easier.
Harder to do is the same. Like, what are you talking about?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't excuse the fact that it's wrong. It's always been wrong. It's always been wrong. And now it's getting worse. Because it's getting easier for niggas to do. They're getting more power.
How's it getting worse? Give me an example of how it's getting worse.
There's this guy.
I want an example, Tony. I want an example.
I'm about to give it to you if you shut the fuck up.
Give me an example.
There's this South African guy whose dad is in
10-minute sarcasm introduction. Go.
When you're ready to listen, young Padawan, I will be ready to teach.
I am.
I have to hear the wind bristle off your eyelashes first to understand it and to really feel like you're ready for this message. Are you ready, young grasshopper? There's a South African techno-billionaire whose father is in with Peter Wells, which is a whole other conversation because that nigga is obviously grimy. But he has major tech companies where he controls data. He got in cool with a person in power and gained power and now has access to all the people who investigate his companies. He has access to how people spend their money. He has access to how a person has a job. Don't you see how that's like marginally worse than back in the day, which was also still bad, just for the record, but back in the day and like today, because that's what Elon is doing. All Elon did, do you know how much money he paid for Trump's campaign, nigga? He bought this job. He literally paid for it. There's no other reason a billionaire who owns a billion fucking companies would spend this much time of his day doing some other shit.
Most presidents are bought.
He paid for this. He paid for this.
Yes.
He paid for the biggest seat ever. Back in the day, Bill Gates and niggas, they was paying for like little pawns and bishops and knights. He paid for the king. He paid for the king. And the king has been paid for before, but just not this obvious. He wasn't, like, you couldn't fuck every hole of the hooker. Like, you could pay for the pussy, but it was only so much the pussy would do for you. Now, nigga, that pussy get up, do gymnastics. That pussy will learn Spanish for you. Really Russian. And give you access to all the John's data. It's fucked up. But, I mean, only time will tell. I try to listen to both sides. I try to be objective. But I do think a certain way. And I think it.
Of course.
And I look for information. You know what I mean?
Everybody's allowed to.
from both parties, from both sides.
Of course.
And I take my friends serious when they talk about bullshit. You know what I mean? I look at him with a straight face, and I acknowledge that this is the 3.4 GPA he was talking about. This is the result of that. And I smile at the irony. But, you know, hey.
Hey, I mean, look, that's good. I don't know if you answered my question.
You ain't know about techno-feudalism? Oh, I gave you an example. You asked me for an example. You asked me for an example of a big tech billionaire having governmental influence, and I just told you. But did that happen, F-Mac? You're the jury in this.
I was here for it.
That happened, right?
That part happened.
So why do you feel like answer wasn't questioned?
I mean, I'm just saying, I'm just looking for...
The question wasn't answered. That's how outside the box I think, nigga.
I bet. Whatever.
Like, oh, I got to flip it. I got to twist it.
Hey, man, we'll wait until a couple years until he actually comes out and does something bad, or, you know, like fucking...
He's doing it now. He's investigating the people investigating.
Okay,
but,
shit.
You know, in other news, what else we got? You got some more? Oh, yo, Elon went on Joe Rogan. And I was fucking tired when I was trying to watch it because I was really like sitting up there trying to watch it. But I'm not gonna lie, that shit was a little weird too. Like, Joe, did you see it?
I wasn't. I know.
Joe,
I heard about it.
They started off the show, and it just felt like Elon was in a bit. Like he was doing some gimmick. He was trying to like show off the new Gronk AI sexy voice, and he kept playing with it. And so like, you know, at first Joe was having fun. He was like, haha. That's great, man. That's great. And then like he started, you know how Joe Rogan gets, like he associates like that happened. So he was like, yeah, man, you know, this AI thing is getting weird, it's getting out of hand. Like I feel like it might be really, you know, starting to get fucked up. And then Elon was like, shut up, Joe. Listen to this. And then he played another sound and it just distracted the fuck out of Joe. He went on that rabbit hole again. Then he tried to bring him some more real shit.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, I just feel like Elon is playing a game. Is playing the game. They didn't end up talking about what Joe was trying to bring up until like the 15-minute mark. But then I was fucking too tired to like try to keep watching. I just went to sleep. So I'm gonna have to rewatch it. But I don't trust this guy at all. Not at all. And you know about this, you brought it up one time on the podcast vaguely. You was like, the only sketchy thing about Elon is his family's history. And then like I had stumbled across information about his family's history. Shit is weird.
Yeah.
These niggas that grow up in part-ties, they have a different perspective on society because there's a bottom and a top.
Yeah.
And so I think I don't know. I think he looking at us, the world, as the bottom, and him being like a tech coding genius billionaire and seeing how stupid we are, seeing how willing we are to give up. We would just accept cookies on the website. We don't know what the fuck is going on. Like we're literally sheep that will give our information for stimulation. And he's smart enough to know that, and he's been profiting off of it. And I think that his intentions.
Why has he been trying to clean up like the misinformation on Twitter? Why is he going through so much like
having the power, like being the person that cleans up a lot of business, a lot of strategy in life is solving an issue and manipulating it for your purpose. So you see that there's this mistrust, justified mistrust. Like we can't get over that. It's not for nothing. Like the shit was fucked up.
Yeah.
It was it's still misinformation, but shit was fucked up. So you see that, and then you think, what's my angle? Like, it's like the gold rush back in the day. Like, yo, niggas moving to fucking America. What's over there? Let me see how I can get lit off that. Motherfuckers profit off of opportunity. That's humanity. Or it's just some people have a certain compass, a certain moral code that only allows them to go so far. I think Elon, especially growing up on the right side of apartheid, I think that humans can turn to X's and O's in his brain very fast. Like he can just like write off billions of people like it's like in a way that we can't.
I mean, it depends because it's like he was also on his rant of like trying to send everybody to Mars to like keep the human race alive. So, and I guess in that point, it could help your point in the sense like, why is this guy trying to save the human race? Who the fuck is this guy?
It cost $5 million to get into the USA now with a good package. How much you think it's gonna cost to go to Mars? He's not saving the human race. He's saving people who can afford to do it, if that's even a thing that happen. But what was I else about it?
It depends. It's gonna be poor people being sent up first.
feel like poor people are going to be going up there.
It's just it's no different than what happened to the New World or our world now. Like the poor people, it's not going to be the criminals like how it was when they came to America. It was like just the poor criminals, and they just let them loose.
Google this.
Mayflower.
Google this. But I believe Elon's dad is a Nazi, right?
Bleep that.
Bleep it. But I was seeing something somewhere that he fled from Nazi Germany to apartheid in South Africa, and the nigga has I'm gonna do a real deep dive on this history, because just the vague research I was doing, I was like, okay, this shit is fucked. Like, this shit is it's already like, for this to even be possible, it's like, how in your history? If you're nah, nigga, something weird is going on.
Shit, you need to Google what happened after World War II, nigga. How we got so technologically advanced and shit.
And we did fucked up shit.
It was German engineering, nigga.
It was wrong.
they were geniuses, nigga.
Yeah. Does that justify stuff? Or is that just a silver lining? Like, they had gas chambers and Honda engines.
Well, nah, if you were surprised at that, you should look at American history.
I mean, I'm not. I don't even get the point you're making. Like, I know shit has been fucked up for a long time, and that's why you can look at those things that were fucked up in the past and use them to inform you about what's happening now and what could potentially happen in the future. But
okay,
shit happens, nigga.
All right,
hey man, politics is fun.
I mean,
know what's crazy about politics? Like, politics back in the day was one of them things that, like, it couldn't just be conversation. Just like, that was some shit that you did in a closed quadrant somewhere and was really like, yo, what you think about this shit?
Yeah,
like,
it was only it's only a couple places to talk about politics, like, that you could watch on television.
It's becoming a lot more table talkish.
Yeah, for sure. Everything is, you can make money off of everything now.
Yeah.
Bad stuff, good stuff, information.
Yep. Misinformation, bad information, niggas accepting cookies, all of that. But Mac, what time of the show are we at?
About 3:30.
Yeah, and there was like a 15-20 minute break in there.
Yeah.
Well, so even with that, this episode is probably at his it's christening, right?
Yeah, it is. And
it's that time. I was trying to think of a word for end. I couldn't think of a word for end.
Climax.
That's
climax is right before then.
That's that Wake Tech what's it called? Wake Tech Community College?
That's that NCA.
You fucking dumbass. You're stupid. You're stupid.
You're dumber though.
I'm dumber.
Yeah.
That means more. That's
to me.
That's all you need.
That's all I need.
Fuck out of here. Come up with some better. You're dumber. Fuck out of here. We're both dumb.
That's all you
didn't get yourself out the dumb. What's the point of saying that? It's to get yourself out the dumb.
I don't mind being in the joke. That's funny for them niggas. These niggas both stupid. And the joke's on them because they're stupid for watching us because we're stupid. So it's just this full circle of idiots.
Ain't nobody stupid. Lots of intelligence, nigga. But let's get into these YLOIs. YLOIs, comment down below, hashtag YLOI. Make sure you like the video, hashtag YLOI. Comment down below. We get to answer your questions. I believe, are we giving them a question to answer to? Maybe
if we can think of one.
Let's just focus on the questions y'all asked and break it down like that, shall we?
Yeah. Now, it was some YLOIs in the chat?
Let's see.
Oh, yep. Okay. We back in business this week, goddamn. I feel like.
Well, one of them is me.
Well, one of them is new, so it really matters.
Yeah.
Wait, nah, that's not. I thought that shit wild or wild. That's just him tagging you.
Nah.
Fucking all right. Well, reading comments, nigga.
Noble's looking like a Static Shock Bang Baby with them gloves.
Yeah, with them neon.
A Static Shock Bang Baby.
Google that real quick. I think I know what he's talking about.
The fuck is a Bang Baby?
The Bang Babies are like the gang of people that got the powers in the explosion, I think.
Nigga, that's not it.
Yeah, because it was a big ass thing that happened that gave all these niggas powers, and the Static Shock was the only one that was wanted to be good with him.
He was
Everybody else just started joining gangs and committing crime and shit.
What the fuck is Bang Baby?
Nigga, I'm pretty sure that was like the name that they gave all the criminals that got powers in the show. That's too vivid of an explanation for me to just make it up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like that came
well,
from
not necessarily.
my
You say shit all the
childhood.
time.
My childhood threw a Hail Mary. They was like, here, nigga, catch
Hell
it.
no, you say shit all the time, nigga. But yeah, shout out to them gloves, man. It's some nice warm gloves.
Yeah, nah, you definitely look like a fucking. Like you got
and it's funny, briefly after, I put those gloves on, a couple hours later, I put on another set of gloves.
That was the same day?
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
That was it? Yeah, but we did.
Yeah, put on another set of gloves, and I had to show niggas what gloves I favor, nigga.
Keep going. You done? You done talking? Fighting guy.
Let me get mine now, nigga.
Get it out, nigga.
Let me get mine now, nigga.
Throw some jabs for the camera. Let him see some work.
Talking about,
Let him see some work. You fucking dork. Nobody cares. There's people listening at home, dumbass. But
pause. That's Lauren's liver. Attack. Tone's forehead. Attack. That's how it was out there, nigga. Really dissecting niggas.
If you see that, shout out to the people who on the Patreon. If you see the footage, this nigga don't be pressing nothing.
Come on, man.
He don't be pressing
I was
online.
out there doing my thingy
He
thing.
don't be, and it's crazy because I believe he could. I honestly believe if you wanted, if you wanted to be
pressing you, I don't want to hurt you guys.
That's what I'm. I be trying to. I try to give you credit. Like, hey, nigga, I believe that you could. You just never do. It's just even when sometimes it seems like you try. But I don't know.
Wait, you remember? Wait, what? Yeah. I saved you
from what?
When you was like this, you was like this, you was all like that, and I was like, ha.
Nigga, my head was itching. The fuck else I'm gonna do, nigga? Fighting don't stop.
Your head was
regular human shit, nigga. I had to.
I thought those.
I was like, all right, what's this fuck nigga doing?
I thought those
nothing.
Two-way curls
fighting a boring style. I gotta go hit him so he activates.
Your curls scratched themselves, nigga. Your head wasn't itchy. You was scared. You was fearing for your life.
It makes no sense. Yeah, because all your nappy ass hair, nigga. You were really Static Shock out there, nigga. You built up so much frizz on the back of your head. You just had that pulse. Every time you hit, I was like, niggas zapping niggas.
That's good.
Fuzzy motherfucker.
Hey, didn't you hit him?
I did.
Hey, you hit
these gloves.
You hit me.
You hit that nigga.
You hit. You got hit too.
I did.
You got hit too.
I did.
Tell the full story.
I got hit.
Yeah, all right.
Who got hit first?
But me and F-Mac, well, really everybody, because I fought y'all niggas before, so, we've gotten like, we got, me and F-Mac really got, we really got to get a fair one then. We got to get a fair one.
Fair one, take the boots off.
You know what I mean?
What the fuck is a fair one?
Take the boots off and really a fair one. But, hey, man, I hope y'all niggas are working. I hope y'all niggas in the lab. Because they don't inspire me to be better.
Nigga.
I'm like, yo, these niggas is getting even better than they was before. I'm gonna have to whoop somebody's ass eventually.
Nah, whatever.
Prove a point.
Again, LOIs. We got any more comments?
We have
LOI.
Zoom in.
Ask a question. You have the face of a baby that was just born.
Yeah, nah.
Dead silence.
I made them niggas ponder. They was like,
no.
So what the fuck that look like?
No, nigga.
Him.
No, nigga.
What kind of gloves are those? Yeah, you're you and your flamboyancy made. Y'all was the star of the show this fucking episode, huh, nigga?
No, nigga.
Click the reply.
No, that's he already clicked
that's
it
right there,
Mr.
Gloves for working man, nutso. And then he said the old school working man doesn't use any gloves. There's a little glare to keep their hands clean, and definitely not that color.
The high vis.
He laughed at you with the pussy, with the cat's laughing face, nigga.
Because
you're soft.
Because that's what he's used to,
Because
nigga.
you're delicate.
Come on, nutso. First of all, the old working men back where you're from, nigga. Like, don't you come from the country that wears skirts and quilts?
Nah, that's Ireland.
That's close enough.
That's Ireland.
That's close. You don't know where it's at.
Yes, I do.
Where's Netherlands?
I watched what's that movie?
Exactly.
Brave and the Dawn of the Bold or some shit. The Viking
Mel
movie.
Gibson, nigga?
Yeah. What's it called?
Come on, dog.
You know what it's called?
And it took place in Braveheart?
Yeah, Braveheart.
The fuck are you talking about?
I said Brave.
That was a long ass name.
Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, this nigga.
You gotta jazz it up a little bit. Brave, I watched this movie.
What the fuck?
Oh no, this is Scottish. This is Scotland, nigga. They wear the skirts too.
And it's all in the Netherlands, man. Not so
all the toughest white people wore skirts and kilts. So what are you trying to say?
All the toughest. How do you know?
I watched the movies.
You didn't watch this movie.
Braveheart.
You just
Game of Thrones.
You've seen multiple people talk about it.
I watched the movies. Nigga, I had movie class. We had to watch this in high school.
You had to watch Braveheart.
Yeah, they literally made us.
What class was this?
It was movie. It wasn't movie class, but it was like cinema study. It was one of them electives.
Was that the class where they teach you with the headphones on?
No. That was your class.
One of them slow classes?
The SPED one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Are you sure it wasn't that?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Okay.
Because I didn't see you there.
Wow.
If you weren't there, it's definitely not the SPED class.
Nigga. You was in that motherfucker.
Every time I walk into a
why
room,
the fuck would he have to watch Braveheart?
I walk into
what's the point of Mel Gibson in his shitty accent, nigga?
You didn't watch movie? Oh, so you had a fucked up senior year.
Dog.
That's what happened, nigga. Senior year, I took all the electives. I was in movie class. We was watching Braveheart. We watched this one Spanish movie. It was about like a dragon fucking a girl or something.
Nacho Libre, nigga.
Nah, a real Hispanic.
Come on,
not
man.
a Jack Black.
This nigga crazy.
You ain't take movie class, nigga?
Look, we appreciate y'all for watching, especially if you've gotten all the way through. We love you guys, man. Keep doing what y'all do best. Like the video, and comment down below your questions, okay? It could be about anything. And let's think of a question we can ask y'all. Something we want y'all to ask us a question, and we're going to answer, you know. You get the point. What's the theme of this episode?
What was the title again? Cousin. Oh shit. Bleep.
Cousin Ruckus.
Yeah, oh my God. Bleep again. What the fuck?
Now we don't gotta bleep Ruckus, but you know, definitely bleep that first phrase. So that seems to be the theme of the show.
What common side effects, TJ? Crypto commercial.
What's a? We got to really give them something to ponder.
Yeah.
What's up, Mac?
Y'all think Shrek 5 is going to be good? Thoughts on Shrek 5?
Okay.
Why does
which hand do you
that?
think will suffice?
The left.
When I smack this
the
nigga.
left, so it disrespects him too.
God damn it, After Mac.
He said, "How good do you think Shrek's gonna be?
How long y'all think we gonna survive with F Mac?
By himself." That's the question.
We gotta record a Patreon.
Oh God.
Nah, it can't be that. It can't be that. What about
You want to get political? You want to really go for the jugular? What?
You was about that? Which side you on?
Nah, that's stupid.
I was about to
That's
say.
easy. Me, but
dog.
Are you? Nah, that's still
Nigga, you okay? What about what?
Maybe our question should be, what's a good question to ask him? That seems like the biggest question we can't answer right now. Nigga, we might as well just run with that.
Yeah. No. What about What are?
I like how we always talk
commercials.
like we're about to say something.
Yeah. What are some commercials? If you could make a commercial, who would it be to, and why?
Who would be to?
Who would it be to? Put on your other headphone.
Well, it
If you're
depends
not
on
an
what they're
MC,
selling.
nigga. Fucking who would it be for? I mean, damn.
Oh, better question. If you know us enough here, like what commercial would we be suited to advertise some shit for? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like what commercial would be perfect for this kind of guy? J Nobles.
Yeah. Well, I know you, Alex. Fucking.
What does that mean, Alex?
Alexa? Nah, sorry, coach. I touched the ball. I ain't shit. That commercial.
Yeah, I'm gonna be the dude that dunks on him.
He didn't
for
dunk.
having morals.
He didn't dunk, nigga.
I'm gonna be the guy that comes in and is like, thanks, stupid.
Nigga.
Fucking fool.
But nah, yeah, like what commercial do you think would fit us?
Yeah.
And just hear F Max's voice and kind of
F-Mac selling pizza or something.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah, I feel like you could be in like a Papa John's.
Little Caesars.
You the nigga throwing the dough up in the air, you know, Chris smile.
Little Caesars ads are funny as shit. I would love to be in a Little Caesars ad.
You kind of built
I feel like you could be Golden Corral. Like you could be something that where everybody can eat and you look like anything that's convenient.
I look like anything that's convenient.
That's not like sub-Saharan African, you know.
I don't even know what you describing. That's F-Mac?
No.
He's easy to he's convenient to eat, but what? But Caribbean? What?
Keep smacking on your Clementine, nigga. Fuck out of here.
It's a cutie. Put some respect on my name, nigga.
He's smacking on your
His name brand, nigga. Cutie.
Smacking on your Clementine. And why don't you just peel it all off?
Because my fingers are dirty from fucking, you know, rolling up the joint. I got ash and shit. I prefer to keep my orange pretty clean. But you were disrespecting F-Mac. How about you get back to that?
No, I was saying, what was I saying? F-Mac, what do you... Look, I think what I was saying was just like the video, share, subscribe, comment down below your wild or wise, and answer our question, what commercial do you think we would fit to be in and for and why? You know what I mean? F-Mac, me, Groove, everybody.
Yo, I could be the after on an Ozempic ad.
Yep, you took Ozempic up the ass.
Why?
Because that's the quickest way to enact it.
Why is that the way you would want me to do it in a commercial?
Because you look anorexic. You would have to do it up there.
Nah, that's not true.
You can't. This isn't like some regular arm insert.
When you're anorexic, the first muscle to go is your ass.
Is that a fact?
Is that true?
100%. What anorexic person you don't got a fat ass?
Doesn't have any.
Wait.
Most anorexic people don't have anything.
So do we agree or not?
Ass is first.
So
I think
ass goes first because it's one of the most foundational base muscles.
It is one of the bigger ones.
That's nigga. Come on, I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I know these bones. I've broken them. Mine show.
He's seen them.
The only time ass come last is in the game. You know what I mean?
Sure. Yep. We've been American. Y'all been LOI.
First, ass last. Okay, that wasn't fun. Fuck it. Let's just end this shit.
It went over my head. I didn't even know what you were trying to say at first.
Oh, okay.
I was still thinking sports. Like, nigga, what? That's not how you post up.
Yeah,
nigga.
first, ass last. But all right, yo, it's been wonderful. We about to record the pre-show. Yeah, if you are seeing this, is going to be no homeroom this week. We're going to be uploading clips all throughout the week, hitting y'all. Right jab, left jab, right jab, left jab, like that. So just watch us. I don't know, about 3 times. It's a 4-hour episode, so just watch us 3 times and it'll make up for the time. But appreciate y'all. J Noblez.
Groove.
F-Mac on the boards.
Still me.
And we're out.